Welcome to Ultimate Autographs. If you're looking for the internet's most exciting and interactive live break room, you've come to the right place.
We're opening live break mystery boxes featuring the biggest names from across the sports world every single day.
If you're new to breaking with us, keep watching and we'll show you exactly how it all works.
First, head over to the live break page and look for a series that you want to play. Most of our series will have 8 spots representing the 8 NFL divisions.
But other sports breaks or mixers may vary. If you purchase one spot, you have a 1 in 8 chance to win memorabilia at an awesome value. Next, click Add to Cart to purchase your live break spot. Once you've completed your checkout, tune in to the next available Live Breaks broadcast on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube at 9 a.m., noon, 3 p.m., or 6 p.m. Central Time any day of the week. As you watch, you'll see a name appear on the screen when your break begins. Your name will go into the randomizer, and the order will be randomized a specific amount of times based on that show's dice roll number. After randomization, the list of names of people who bought spots in that live break will be matched up with an NFL division. If the item that's pulled from the mystery box matches your division, congratulations. You just won an incredible piece of signed memorabilia at a fraction of the cost. Want to guarantee yourself an item instead of testing your luck? Check out the mystery box tab of our website for a variety of mystery box options. When you buy a mystery box, we'll ship it straight to your door, and some can be opened on air at your request. While you're there, make sure to sign up for our Signature Club Rewards program. This exclusive club earns you points towards specific discounts, signed items, and prizes each and every time you buy at UltimateAutographs.com. The moment you've been waiting for has come. Let's break some signed memorabilia.
People of the internet, welcome in everybody to a little Friday afternoon drive as we're getting to drive ourselves through the break room, baby. We got not the R&R show, we have the other half of the R&R, that being the Robbie side. Being replaced with Hayden today, could not be happier to work with my left-hand man for all intents and purposes here. Mr. Lopez is getting ready to do something that hopefully he will only do once in his lifetime. He's getting ready to tie the knot tomorrow, so huge congratulations early on. Y'all will not see Robbie until possibly Monday night with Common. That is currently up in the air as well, depending on how hungover Robbie may or may not be from after that, but couldn't be happier to work with my guy. Hayden and I only really get to work with each other unless we are pinch hitting for other people, so couldn't be happier to work with you, my man. We'll figure out our P's and Q's here in a second, which, speaking of, by the way, welcoming everybody to Ultimate Autographs, your one-stop shop for all of your mystery box and live breaking needs on the interweb. Speaking of pinch hitting, dude, I feel like I'm pinch hitting over here. It's like not riding a bike for a long time and then getting yourself back on the scene. You're like, oh yeah, this is how this goes. Have not hosted in almost 2 weeks. Wow. So it's been because when I worked only one show last Tuesday, speaking of weddings, obviously, you know what happened with that. Myself, I got engaged this past weekend. Thank you, my good man. Thank you. So, yeah, it's almost been 2 weeks since I've been in the host chair, and a lot has changed. A lot has changed, man. The brand new overlay.
No kidding.
That we had. So if you are a longtime regular, and maybe you weren't alive during High Roller last night, or this is your first time seeing the overlay, let us know what your thoughts are in the chat. So in the upper right-hand corner, you're going to see a Refer a Friend program. The live stream eyeballs are going to update as we go along for the show. And Hayden, we got ourselves a starting 5 going forward. Now, we are live on, of course, the big 3, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. And then we got 2 newbies onto the team. I would argue that this is the best super team starting 5 since, I don't know, an hour ago with LeBron James joining the Philadelphia 76ers. We'll find some time to discuss that today.
Oh, yeah.
But Instagram and Twitch, or X, whatever you prefer, we are now both live and available on. What y'all are going to see today, a lot of greatness. The jerseys, 2 headliners, 2 boxes to go. Mike Ditka and Roger Craig over there. The shotgun mixer, we're going to get ready to unload the clip in that shotgun mixer series. The multi-sport. How about Deion Sanders on a baseball and another baseball legend as well? 3-time World Series winner and co-MVP of the 2001 World Series, Curt Schilling. Maybe there's a bloody sock in there, only one way to find out. we have a plethora of photo headliners remaining in that Diamond Series. How about a Lunar Speed Flex for Derrick Henry, all about down to the king with 4 golden tickets as well. The playbook, Hayden and I are going to be salivating over that, and y'all should do it as well. How about Patrick Mahomes and his Super Bowl winning head coach?
Insane
of course,
stuff.
The Denny's man himself in Andy Reid. First time I've seen a Mahomes and Reid co-sign helmet.
Same boat.
Yeah, same boat as well. Again, having a little bit more service time. I've been here for almost a year. Where is the time gone, man? So that's to shows you how rare of a helmet that is. How about Tom Brady? He's right next to Patrick Mahomes as well, and Andy Reid as well in that series for the playbook. That's less than $100 to get in, folks, for that series. Can't forget about the black and blue and the Stash Your Cash. Hayden, my man, we got so much greatness to get into. But speaking of greatness, let's catch up with your greatness, man. How are you feeling on this Friday?
A lot of new things. Folks at home can probably tell this is a brand new overlay, and shout out to not only our marketing team, but the team as a whole for getting that all together. And I can tell you it was not easy. I saw the process of them getting it all together. So, folks, I really do hope you enjoy it, because truth be told, this thing is really fucking cool, okay? I'm just going to say that right now.
Yep.
Very, very cool stuff. I'm very happy we got it in here, and I think we should add some more life to it. We did a handful of breaks in the 9 a.m. show, and I say we as in Rip and Frankie.
The team, yes.
They're
Okay with us stealing credit.
Let's add some more. We got some great lids already up here. Ray Lewis, Jared Goff. Let's get some more friends up here.
Well, speaking of, there's no such thing as a bad shameless plug here. It's going to be very different to get used to the dice roll and chase wheelspin not being at the bottom of our screens and instead now in the upper right. This feels very naked having this, but that means that it shows even more for you guys on the screen here. Really, really quick, dice roll and that aforementioned chase wheel spin as well for you guys. That is always going to stay the same. But again, Hayden going to the wide shot here as well. That's Jared Goff next to him. I got the great Ray Lewis, all-time tackle leader, 2-time Super Bowl champion, and a former Defensive Player of the Year as well. This is an absolutely gorgeous Royal Raven purple lid here. So we kind of saw some sneak previews of the morning show. We're going to get ourselves into the dice roll and chase wheel spin. But before that, we got 6 entries so far this month. And Emmitt Smith Authentic Helmet is on the line for you guys. Again, I don't need to teach y'all how to read. If I do, this is not the spot for you. Again, even though I respect all types of homeschooling, if you cannot read left to right, you got to find a different avenue before you come back here. $100 first order. You can get half of that off right on the dot. You get $50 back. The referrer, hence the person bringing you into this room, Hayden, they get $50 as well. And that aforementioned Emmitt Smith Authentic, is up for grabs for the month of July. Only 6 referrals so far. Be one of those people. Get it in before the end of the month. So we got our chase wheel spin and our dice roll to get into. I don't know. Unfortunately, I work with my man Haytrain enough to know if you're superstitious with your numbers, my man. You kind of just go with the flow, or are you a little superstitious guy?
I was superstitious for like 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden we just never hit it again. So I just avoided it altogether. I'm a little all over the board. I kind of shoot around. I'm gonna go for a lovely number 10.
Number 10. All right. Anybody else out there feeling things as well? Don't be some shy guys or gals out there. We're going to have a 10 out of 10 show, so it only makes sense. And we almost have 10 people out there as well. JB, John Bray in the house. What's going on, JB?
What's up, John?
Awesome stuff, my man. He's going with good old lucky number 8 here. So I'm going to rock 12 because I got a feeling in my loins that Colson Montgomery is going to go yard tonight for his 25th home run.
Oh, yeah.
If we got any, baseball prop bettors out there, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I know the guy's next door to us, and Colby, by the way, a phenomenal follow on Twitter, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Does a great job. I know that you and I are recent Twitter followers now. I don't know. Have you seen Colby's page?
Oh, my God.
Dude,
so funny.
Dude,
so funny.
He should, honestly, his reactions, and also he gives out a lot of free winners as well. He's got close to about 10,000 followers. He should have 10 times the amount of that. Colby's an awesome guy. So
lovely dude.
Let's see what we got going here. We're going to go with 7s.
Okay.
Going to go to 7th heaven today, so I don't got to do shit. Hayden's going to be filling that out going forward. And
that's right. I have to do that now.
Oh, yeah. And I know. It's very, very odd to get used to. Literally,
take a minute.
We're popping the cherry on both sides here to get ourselves used to this. Also, the chase wheel spin as well. Look, I am, some people do stuff from time to time. Some people use a little chase wheel spin. I like to kind of give people a roadmap on where I think the hottest places in the world we're going to go to. You and I discussed it before the show. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. That playbook, I'm revealing the playbook for you guys. That is where we're going to go for the Chase wheel
Beautiful
spin.
series.
So that's going to get updated again in that upper right-hand corner for y'all. One last check-in before we do our housekeeping, Brother Bear. Any pre-fills to get ourselves started today?
Not right now. I am seeing a handful of orders kind of slither their way in there as things stand. The playbook mixer already seeing some love in the next single, down to 6 to go. That quad's also got a spot in there.
Okay.
Diamond double has a spot taken up. The Stasher Cash has 6 to go in that double. So if if the folks want to work their magic out there, maybe see if that Brian Urlacher goes home with them. Sounds like a pretty good option. The shotgun mixer 7 to go in that double. The black and blue, I'll be honest, it's the best headliner odds out there. 5 headliners, 6 boxes, including 3 magical golden tickets, which after last night, Rob, I don't know if you saw some of the stuff that was in there.
Dude.
Crystals galore.
Yeah, yeah, I was going to
It's
say.
the best way to put it.
No, I was going to say there's so many gems, so many great items won last night, but as always, kind of like in the game of baseball, you can't live in the past. It's a day-to-day. You got to turn a new page. Rip and Frankie got us off to a great start, and we're going to do the same thing for you guys to get rocking and rolling. And of course, come on, we got to start with our Chase wheel spin, guys, to do some housekeeping to get ourselves going here.
Okay.
In the UA live break room. So $89 on the bind for the single, and of course you just multiply it by 2 across the board. 2 boxes, $178. The quad, 4 boxes to be open, $356 on that price point to buy ourselves in here. Again, we kind of nibbled our way through this. This is a 30-box series, still a lot of ways to go, guys. Most boxes in the room and the most headliners available out of any one of our series. And my goodness, how about what we got available left for you guys? 6 combined golden tickets. I'll get that once we're done with the rundown. That'll kind of be the icing on the cake. For some explanations, and for those that don't know how golden tickets go down, you're going to want to get down with these golden tickets. The exclusive Ultimate Autographs currency of getting yourselves into the locker. The locker is not a scary thing. The locker is basically our equivalent of taking the stairway to heaven. The best, most unique, I know you got a special fancy word for the locker that you describe it.
Eccentric.
Eccentric, exquisite, however you'd like to describe it. We got a whole lot of greatness that's going on in there. I know you and I were talking about some of the items that had been redeemed after some big ticket nights last night. So let's get ourselves refreshed with some of these items that you can also get with those golden tickets. Have not seen this gentleman on a retro helmet as of yet. Arguably the biggest monster of the Midway. If there's one thing the Chicago Bears franchise history knows how to do, folks, it's finding talent at the linebacker position. Singletary, Butkus, Briggs, and this guy might be at the head of the snake. Brian Urlacher, Hall of Fame 18 inscription as well. You got that classic Bears orange. Brian Urlacher of this millennium, I think definitively the best Chicago Bears defensive player. Former Defensive Player of the Year in 2005. Just a guy, Hayden, obviously you being a big Bears fan, at the heart of many, many Bears defenses. 2 NFC champion level defenses in 2006. Made the NFC title game in 2010 as well.
And when you have Brian Urlacher on the field, first off, you always have to see the billboards of Hammond Hares. Sorry, too soon. When you have a lot of these types of names in the room, not that being Brian Urlacher, that being some of the other great names that we're going to go through, including a handful of the double ups in there. Brian Urlacher is that guy. You think Bears, you think Brian.
Is he ever?
Obviously, yeah, you've got Caleb now, you've got Luther, you've got a handful of other guys.
The new generation.
You could throw in there. But when you think I'll say 2016 Bears, it's Brian. Every single day of the week.
Yeah, literally for a decade and a half. Yeah, every single Sunday. Let's hop on our charter and leave O'Hare Airport to get into our next one. That's a Chicago joke, by the way. Teaching you guys geography and stuff about airports as well.
There's a lot of those.
You get everything. You don't have to read to know a little bit of a history lesson here. But this is a guy that knew how to read defenders better than anybody during his heyday. A 2-time receiving yards leader. The only thing that Matt Ryan didn't do for this guy, should have got his ass in the end zone more with some targets, man. For whatever reason, Julio Jones, a guy with 6'4", can run a 4.40, could jump out of a gym, but did not get as many touchdown targets. However, Hayden, I do not believe it's going to affect his Hall of Fame credentials and, again, basically his eligibility. I think he's going to be eligible for next year on the Hall of Fame ballot. If not, then definitely the year after that. Again, an Atlanta Falcons great. The only Super Bowl attendance that they have had in franchise history was on the back of him and MVP quarterback Matt Ryan at the time. I just kind of, sniffed at it a little bit. You think JJ11 is a future Hall of Fame wide receiver?
I don't really think there's much of a question that he won't be because of not only his power, his prominence within the Atlanta Falcons, but also really anywhere his career has taken him. We all know how good, when you see Julio Jones, the exact words that come out of your mouth are, crud.
Yeah.
Because if you have to guard that guy, as he's blowing past you, going deep, and of course, Matt Ryan just couldn't find him at all.
Matt Ryan,
but he could sling it, just could never get there because everybody was too focused on Julio. And that's a beat. That was the really big thing where you'd stick 2 or 3 guys on Julio to make sure they don't get him. You forget the Falcons had 4 or 5 other weapons that, there you go. That's how they made that run.
All due respect to the wide receiver that for the first half of Julio's career lined up on the other side of him. All due respect to Roddy White. But Roddy White benefited a hell of a lot playing alongside Julio Jones. What's your favorite Roddy White moment after Atlanta? Not really too many memories or moments that you can think of. So Julio Jones, future Hall of Famer. You heard it here first at UA.
Not to mention, it does double up with the golden tickets. There's a spot in the NFC South.
Exactly.
So you pick up on that double. You could walk away with both Julio and those golden tickets.
Speaking of doubles, the double deuce. How about a guy that's seen a lot of double teams in his very early career? I think that it's very obvious in Canada to say this guy is a bona fide future first ballot Hall of Famer at the rate he's going at. Prior to Puka Nacua existing in the NFL, this guy was the all-time single-season leader on a per-game basis for receiving yards. Get him on $89 freaking dollars, y'all, for a beautiful, authentic. Can I get a little bit of a skull going on here in the chat today? See, that's a good salesman right over there. That he's going against his Bears colors there just to help you guys get into this.
I want this to be understood. It hurt a little bit.
This beautiful series here. I'm just saying, man, we might have to get the staff to go together to a Vikings and Bears game. If Kyler Murray is the starting quarterback going forward, I'm gonna have to jump ship Arizona. Sorry, as much as I want to watch the 1-16 season you're about to set ourselves up for, I'm a bandwagon.
You might have to jump ship at this rate.
Yeah, look.
To.
Hey, I'm just saying. How many other divisions in football can you say for this upcoming year that all 4 teams have a legitimate argument to win their division? NFC North is probably the only one.
AFC South. That's my hot
even with Tennessee, huh?
I'll be honest, I think Tennessee did everything they had to do in this offseason window to build themselves to that point. And when you have that AFC South already geared up to compete with the NFC North, I would say in terms of most competitive division, other than that, I'll be honest, the AFC North is always a conversation.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Who's gonna kind of wheel and deal up there?
Even with Cleveland?
Even I'll be honest. My friend gave a really hot take. I'm going to share it with you.
Okay.
They are a quarterback away from being playoff contenders every year.
I mean, I think that I think
it's not
that
a crazy take.
Look,
the more I've looked into it.
I hate to say this and put, Super Bowl or bust on anybody, but if the Rams at bare minimum don't at least make a Super Bowl appearance with Myles Garrett now out in LA,
I agree.
I think that Cleveland made out handsomely with their end of the deal.
Fully agree.
Draft capital and Jared Verse, who's going to be, barring injury, a multiple-time Pro Bowler in the AFC. Most likely. I mean, Jared Verse has been a huge reason. Still a super young guy. I think he's going into his 3rd year in the league this upcoming year. Mm-hmm. First 2 years, he's been arguably the most dominant player on the defensive side of the ball for the LA Rams.
One of the highest first 2 years. Pressure rates, just coming off that edge. And even you look at the names on that Rams defensive line, and you could say the front 7 was great. The secondary had its questions. They filled all of those holes this offseason.
People forgot about Trey McDuffie,
Jalen Watson in free agency. They got the corners out of Kansas City. You got Myles Garrett. That defense is looking pretty. Speaking of Kansas City, though, let me tell you, Patrick Mahomes restructured his contract.
Speaking of.
Over $500 million.
Yeah.
By the time his contract runs out, he'll be, I think, 38 or 39.
Yeah.
Should be out of the league at that point, but obviously who knows with how long these athletes are continuously going.
Yeah, look at Brady.
Kansas City. Here's my hot take, folks. They don't make the playoffs.
A lot of sizzling takes from you over there.
It's a lot of sizzling, but we have Mahomes and Reed on a lid. First off, one of the rarest items I think we've had in the room because it's 2 iconic names of the last 5
Let's take a
years.
look.
I have my concerns because we don't have a timetable of when Mahomes comes back.
Yeah.
So you get him while his signature's still up there. Because for all you know, it could take a dive. But even then, Mahomes and Reed on a single lid, awesome.
The one thing
awesome.
The one thing I will attest to, and again, somebody that's got longest tenure here than anybody here at UA, Common, our breaker manager, he always talks about the value of Mahomes' signature. And since you brought it up, I feel like I would segue into that. When he first started here, we didn't actually get Mahomes about the first 2 or 3 years that we were breaking. But he said even since 2 years ago, Mahomes is charging about $500 to $600 more for a signature just to get it on any type of piece of memorabilia. Him and Tom Brady are in their own stratosphere of value for their autographs and signatures. What was the name I just brought up? Oh, yeah, how about this guy? How about TB12?
TEB.
And again, you just mentioned the Mahomes and Reed rarity, because I do want to kind of circle back to this really quick. You mentioned it at the top of the show. I did as well. Folks, the end of next month will basically be my year anniversary here at Ultimate Autographs. This is the first time I've seen a Mahomes and a Reed. Y'all can lock in for $89. AFC West hit 2 future first ballot Hall of Famers. Andy Reid, could you argue the greatest offensive mind of this modern century of football? You certainly can. He's got a case for it. And then Patrick Mahomes next to Tom Brady, probably the second best quarterback of the last 25 to 26 years. Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, certainly right there as well. But Patrick Mahomes has done enough to put his hat in that conversation. What's up, baby? Brian, what's going on, Brian? My man? A little birdie named Robbie Lopez told me you might be interested in the R&R fantasy football against the customers, and we'll send invite. I heard that as well yesterday, too.
Brian, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a picture of this. I'm going to remind myself, and I'll do it when I get home. Yes, because
let's go.
Someone's got to help out the R&Rs, and frankly, I need more fantasy football in my life. So
I was going to say, first part of that sentence, terrible. Second part of that sentence, very accurate. More fantasy, more fun. Yeah, I accepted the invite yesterday from Brian. Let me know if that went through, my man. Because my Yahoo sign-in shit is like always kind of... you know how many, especially in social media these days, or any app that you use? Dude, I have the same... Nope, please, nobody take notes of this. I have the same bulk of my password for basically everything, but I have like 40 different variations of the characters that come after that.
Rob is with a Z, cool. 113.
How did you know? It's actually buy into this playbook. 101.
My apologies.
That's actually it's actually what the current password of this is.
I can tell you Kevin Hopper's doing a great job. Got into that double and also jumped in on a couple jersey spots. So he knows what he's doing.
Beautiful.
Folks, I recommend you all do the same.
He's hopping around in the break page as he should. And by the way, Mahomes and Reed, awesome. Tom Brady, the GOAT. And then don't forget about this guy that's sandwiched in between. A camo authentic for the best southpaw quarterback to ever toss the pigskin. He had a very, very simple task of following the great Joe Montana. I think he did it pretty well, Hayden. Super Bowl champion, and a feat that I don't think any quarterback will ever surpass. 6 passing touchdowns in a singular Super Bowl game.
Not a chance.
In my opinion, one of the greatest feats in NFL history. Little Stevie Southpaw, arguably the most efficient quarterback during his peak in his mid to late 30s. With the San Francisco 49ers. The most expensive autograph for an NFL player currently walking on planet Earth. This Tom Brady, guys, is going in the ballpark bare minimum of about $3,000.
It goes up every day.
On Fanatics. It quite literally does. The only thing that I would say is more expensive than a Tom Brady's authentic here in the break room is a Tom Brady authentic on a Michigan. I'm talking about strictly authentics. The Michigan's a little bit more rare because, again, he only played for one team in his college days. 2 pro teams, of course, in the NFL. And, of course, the Speed Flexes naturally are the most expensive. But, yeah, go right ahead.
And usually when you see that Michigan Speed Flex, it's usually in a college series.
Yeah.
It's usually in our locker, which, hey, folks, if you haven't already, go check out those 6 golden tickets. You got the double up in the NFC South, and you got a double up in the NFC East, which we haven't touched on just yet, but it is in there. And after last night, after the absolute wondrous show with High Roller,
that was nuts.
There's a lot of new stuff in the locker. A lot. Patrick Mahomes, another Mahomes, I should say. Brock Bowers, a Dan Marino, pink and purple.
Woo! Oh, pink and purple.
Pink and purple. Dan, I don't know if you could see that.
Dance on the video for me. I know we got to have it.
Yeah, here.
Pink and purple, you say? When did he play for the Vikings?
Pink and purple.
That's what that looks like.
That is pretty. It's got a gold logo as well. It's absolutely wonderful. You got a Matthew Golden. Packers fans out there, jump in on that. Trevor Lawrence, the leader for those Jacksonville Jaguars, in a beautiful Josh Allen. A signature that is rising every day. And I'll be honest, I've been hearing some hot takes. Josh Allen, MVP candidate already.
I got to get in the kitchen you're getting into, man, because you're just the chef of hot takes today. So,
brother,
if we ever, I was going to say, get the little James Harden celly going on. Did anyone, by the way, claim that Jameer Gibbs in the locker? Because that's been, that's
hold up.
5 tickets, right?
Let me
that's definitely my favorite. Yeah, that's been my favorite.
Dual Lions and Crimson Tide.
Woo! Absolutely gorgeous. Go in there and get Gibby. But again, we were just talking about, I do want to wrap this up. We have a whole lot of other series to get into. Greatest undrafted player of all time, Antonio Gates, and the D-GOAT. We got 2 GOATs in here, Brady and Lawrence Taylor, excuse me. So we're going, damn, that was impressive, actually.
Thank you.
Wow, I thought I
pulled that out of nowhere.
I thought I was in the middle of Midsummer for a second there, hearing all those. If you know, you know. If you don't, watch it. Great movie. NFC South, 3 golden tickets to pair up with Julio Jones. You heard Hayden mention that earlier. This is what I want to get into. NFC North greatness of years past, NFC North greatness of the current day and age of football. Brian Urlacher and Jay Jettas, baby. Oh, and guess what? We're not done yet. AFC West greatness, 3 signatures, 2 lids. Mahomes, Reed, and of course Antonio Gates will be on a Charges lid there for you guys. Chase wheel spin, a lot of great double ups. Come on, just 178 for the double up, guys.
That's not too bad.
For Mahomes and Brady, this should be flying off the shelves for you folks. This one was shining very, very bright early on, but this one has kind of gone off to a little bit of a standstill. One of the longest standing best series that we got here at Ultimate Autographs. This is the OG, the Diamond Series. This, for those that don't know a little bit UA history, this was the first, basically the first multi-box series that we had at Ultimate Autographs that contained speed flexes and authentic helmets. And just to stay true to tradition, we have done this as well, except it has golden tickets now, like most of our big helmet series do. Again, I'll get into the golden tickets. We've already kind of sniffed at it a little bit, but at the end of this rundown, Jordan Love, absolute perfection on this retro authentic, 2 separate retro NFC North lids. So if you got some NFC North stuff you want to add to your collection, the playbook and the diamond right now is the series for you guys. Top 10 in passer rating, top 10 in advanced metrics. Became just the 3rd quarterback, Hayden. I know you loved this game last year. That Packers and Bears playoff game. He became just the 3rd quarterback outside of Aaron Rodgers and Lynn Dickey to throw 4 passing touchdowns in a Packers postseason game. That Brett Favre guy, always notorious for in the number 4, he never actually threw for 4 passing touchdowns in a Packers playoff game. Hard to believe that's the rarefied air that Jordan Love has already put himself in. Speaking of rarefied air, this guy, the pace he's currently on now, Hayden, he will finish top 3 all-time in rushing yards in his NFL career. My current favorite helmet in this entire break room in terms of aesthetics, the gorgeous lunar speed flex of Derrick Henry. The double deuce. Ever since this guy went vegan at the turn of the decade, changed his diet, continued to change and enhance his body, this is why people shouldn't be surprised that he is still kicking ass and taking names. He has been the top rusher in the NFL since changing teams. He just finished about 100 yards short of Eddie George for the all-time rushing yards leader in Titans franchise history. Decided to suit up with Lamar Jackson, Hayden, and I think we could all agree they have the best rushing tandem quarterback and running back in the NFL currently.
I'm just hearing 2 running backs, man. I don't know what you're hearing, but Lamar and Derrick simply are too hard to ignore. Derrick brings a lot of that power, a lot of that energy. Nearly had 2,000 yards. I'm going to say it right now. He came very close.
Yeah.
The same year Saquon nearly eclipsed that 2,000. They were right neck and neck. Well, I say neck and neck as if there wasn't a 150-yard difference between the two, but they were right there together.
So
and
this is a
outstanding.
I'm going to get in your kitchen real quick. I guess I could be the assistant chef to your head chef over here. This might be a little bit of a hot take. I think that we undervalue and underappreciate Derrick Henry.
I agree.
Because we've been so consistently accustomed to his greatness
Yep.
that I feel like he is no longer one of those. He's kind of like when he was the new kid on the block and the new kid in school. He was so great with the Titans. Basically was the reason why they got to a number 1 seed back in 2019 with Tennessee. Sorry, Ryan Tannehill, but it's the truth. And even, even playing behind Lamar Jackson has won both of his MVPs alongside Derrick Henry. They always seem to be in the Super Bowl contention, but he's not the number 1 name in that offense because of how polarizing and phenomenal that Lamar Jackson is. And again, when you talk about great running backs, you talk about Saquon, you talk about Jonathan Taylor, you talk about CMC. Derrick Henry, just for whatever reason, doesn't have the same sexiness to his name, but the back of the football card, the production is always the same.
And there's a lot of truth in what you're saying, Rob. I also think a lot of it is we just know how good he is. We don't need to bring his name up. There's a reason his nickname is King Henry. There is a physical reason. Now, I'll be honest, fantasy-wise, that's a whole nother conversation. I don't want to get into Derrick. If you look at his pure production based on numbers, based on the pure quote-unquote eye tests, which I think what a lot of people use. They're like, oh, he's just running. No, this dude is barreling defenders over like it's nobody's business. And when you can get him on a beautiful lunar Ravens lid, first off, they are out of production on these. So whatever's left and whatever's out there is
Great point.
what's out there. This is a very, very rare lid, especially since we don't get Derek in the room too often. So capitalize on that while he's in here, folks, because who knows when you're going to see him next.
Honestly, I couldn't put a better feather in the cap to talk about Derrick Henry right there. So collect your Ravens feathers while you can with this gorgeous Lunar Speed Flex. Again, my two favorite colors are black and purple. So for me, basically very biased why this is my favorite aesthetic looking lid. This isn't too far behind, by the way. Nick Bosa. The only reason why I think the Niners could not get to an NFC Championship game, nor come out of the NFC last year, the loss of Fred Warner and Nick Bosa for a vast majority of the year, was just too much to overcome for the 49ers. This is their rivalry lids. This is on an authentic. But when Nick Bosa is healthy, he is unquestionably a top 10 defender in the game. Some could even argue top 5 at his very, very best. They're kind of splitting hairs at that point. But again, him and Fred Warner, knock on wood, unless you're a fan of an NFC West team, that these guys stay completely healthy going forward for the rest of the year. So again, obviously I really want y'all to interact with us in the chat. I'm not just talking to Hayden. I'm not just talking out loud to myself. We come to work every day because we love the interaction. It's true. To hear you guys from the chat. The newbies ask questions. Obviously, people like Brian, John Bray, whoever might be tuning in out there, the 12 people we got currently live on stream. Give us your thoughts as well. San Francisco 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, goodbye. Is he on the Commanders? Who the hell knows? Let him keep thinking that. Mike Evans goes from shore to shore, leaves the NFC South, goes to the NFC West. He becomes their de facto number 1 going forward. But again, on paper, the defense, let's say it's healthy for a vast majority of the year. Tell me why the 49ers not can only win the NFC East, or excuse me, the NFC West, but win the NFC in itself.
Well, it's not easy. I'm going to say that right now. First off, you have the LA Rams. That's already step 1. You have to overcome one of the best overall squads we have seen in a very long time. When you look at this team, there are names everywhere across the board, both sides of the football. So that is already step 1. Now, injuries will always play a part in every season. That is the honest to God truth. The Niners, we all know what voodoo magic they had to put into CMC last year to keep him healthy. And unfortunately, you lost Fred Warner, Nick Bosa, amongst many other names last year because of it.
Yeah.
So I'm questioning right now, where does the voodoo magic go? Where does all this chemical air come from to fill in to the squad? Are you going to have another down year of CMC? Or are you going to have to rely on guys like Jordan James? Is Isaac Guerrero still there? I don't.
Yeah, he is.
Okay, I was like, I think so, because I swore he got traded from Arizona. You have to rely on these guys in the backups. Now, me personally, bias is completely there. I love Jordan James. I think he's very good. However, just hasn't worked out in the NFL so far. So I think they can win it, but health will play a determinant factor. They did boost the defensive line with Osa Odigizua from the Cowboys for a 3rd-round pick. I thought that was a great pickup. It'll give Nick Bosa a little bit more relief so he can get to the quarterback, and we all know how good he can be. One defensive player in 2022. Do not be shocked if this guy has another big year.
Yeah.
But his knees got to stay with him first.
Yeah. And it's the thing with the 49ers, too, that we've seen really for basically this whole half decade. In the 2020s. George Kittle, we talk about health injuries with him the last number of years. Like you mentioned, Christian McCaffrey. Even Mike Evans, who was just a model of consistency and health. Unfortunately, broken clavicle that stopped his 1,000-yard streak last year. Of course, he's going to be about 33, 34 years old going into this season. Might even be a little bit older than that. Or no, I was going to probably say maybe 32, 33. For Mike Evans. Been around for quite.
Mike Evans will be 34 this year.
34? Okay, so, even with that being said,
Kittle, though.
A lot of their top playmakers, even guys like Ricky Pearsall, who's going into his 3rd year, obviously a former 1st-round wide receiver, a guy that's had problems staying on the football field as well. But again, we know what the ceiling is for the 49ers this season. How about this team? A team that has had nothing but high expectations and has come close to finally hitting that Super Bowl bullseye. And this guy, you want to talk about it? We talked about underrated running backs with Derrick Henry. Hayden, I will go out and I will stick my chest out. He is the most underrated superstar in the sport today. He led the league in touchdowns 2 years ago. He led the league in rushing yards for running backs this past year. James Cook playing behind Josh Allen. That's the reason why he doesn't get the shine. This guy is not Batman, he's not the Robin to Josh Allen's Batman. He is the Superman to Josh Allen's Batman. However you would like to, make that superhero analogy. I love James Cook that much. He has been their number 1 offensive weapon, not named Josh Allen, in terms of his ancillary pieces the last 2 years. They're moving into a brand new stadium. They acquired DJ Moore in the offseason. This Bills team, it's truthfully now or never for this team. They made the bold decision by moving on from Sean McDermott as well. Because again, not making the Super Bowl at bare minimum coming out of the AFC. Too many shortcomings for this Bills team. So let me ask you this again. Is it Super Bowl or bust for the Bills this year? It feels like the last 5 or 6 years now, this has been a legitimate conversation going on.
The crazy part is, I think their best year was unironically the last couple years.
Yeah.
This year, I'm not super confident. Now, I will give full credit. I love DJ Moore, except for that last game he had when he gave up on the run. But that's not even totally his fault. There was a lot of factors that went into it. The Bills have a very good opportunity here because they have a lot of the pieces. The offensive line could make things happen. The tight end situation with Dawson Knox and Dalton Kincaid, I really like. The receiving room, solid, I think is a good way to put it. James Cook, Josh Allen, obviously the big proprietors on that offense. Defensively is where all my questions come.
Oh, for sure.
Joey Bosa's gone, and we all know how good he can be, injuries aside. Defensively, they didn't do anything. They went all in on the offense, and they're going to pray it works. And even then, what Risser's saying in the chat, they may not even win the division. I'll be honest, folks. I'm taking the Pats to go back-to-back. I'm not seeing enough. I think the Jets could be an upset. They built a great team. Their offensive line looks good. The quarterback's just the main, I don't know. Could be Geno, could be Cade Klubnik. Please be Klubnik. Defensively, they improved. So that AFC East is a wide open margin, I'll be honest, between 3 teams. Sorry, Rip. I hope you're not listening. Not Dolphins. I just don't see them competing this year. I think the Bills have a good chance. Josh Allen's good. James Cook's even better. I'll be honest, folks. It's a toss-up.
Kevin, what's going on, baby? Couldn't agree more. I think the Pats, they have the more well-rounded football team. Mike Vrabel, despite how he is off the field, he's a hell of a football coach on the field. Had to sneak in that diss. Sorry, Pats fans. I agree with Risser as well. They might not win the division. AFC East, very competitive this year. Ready for a big win, as everyone else is, I'm sure.
Damn right, Kevin.
You know what? Just because it is in April doesn't mean that Kevin isn't ready to hop around. The Easter Bunny has entered the chat. What's going on, Kev? So, speaking of looking for wins, did anything end up breaking, or is Kevin just trying to manifest something?
We're doing some damage across the board. The playbook singles down to 4, the doubles down to 6, and then some black and blue action singles down to 5. So we're starting to chip away at a couple things. Maybe chip. Maybe we're gonna need like a James Cook level run here to knock some doors down and maybe get also into the diamonds. But hey, across the board, folks, odds are looking good and golden tickets are sitting out there. Go, go, go.
The odds are forever sitting in your favor. So we got 2 other photoed headliner helmets, and I mean, there were some really good double-up possibilities as well, guys. Sleeping on these diamonds. Make no mistake about it. Randy Moss, Winter Warrior Speed Flex, which, by the way, this James Cook, whole lot of rivalries in this series for you guys. Talked about the Bosa for the 49ers. This is called the Cold Front. This is an icy cold lid. Really icy cold name as well. Randy Moss, Winter Warrior Speed Flex. You know him, you love him. Kicked ass on the field and off of it. Look, anytime you can have a human being that kicks cancer's ass, I always have to show love.
Damn right.
Always have to tip the cap. Ring that effing bell for Randy Moss. Guy is awesome. Second all time in touchdowns in NFL history. One of the top 5 bare minimum wide receivers of all time. Don't know how you could put him below that. Obviously, greatness and enshrined for the Vikings. All-time single-season leader for receiving touchdowns with those 07 Patriots. Arguably the greatest team of all time. Certainly up there. I know they didn't win the Super Bowl, but leading up to that, they definitely had a case. Absolutely beautiful. Ashton Genty. Now, I know we've been talking about, you've been kind of talking about some sleeper teams, the Titans, the Jets. This is my sleeper team in terms of not necessarily contending for a playoff spot because they have such a dominant division. The Broncos, the healthy Chiefs team, and the Chargers, very well-rounded teams.
Chargers look good this year.
That's a gauntlet. But I did look at when I was on with Robbie yesterday.
Okay.
I did look at the Raiders' schedule outside of the 2 games they're going to play against those 3 aforementioned teams. It's not a cakewalk schedule. No schedule in the NFL necessarily is. But they do have some very advantageous teams that they play. The Saints, the Jets, the Titans, the Cardinals. Yep. That's a freebie.
Sorry, buddy.
Those are, don't look, Vikings Nation, baby. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Hey, I'm trying to, I'm just saying. You don't want to hear that, but, seriously, I look, their win total on FanDuel, 5.5 wins for what that's projected at. I would take the over as of right now. I could see them going 6-11 and having being considered a good year. Look, they spent the house acquiring a desperately needed leader and offensive lineman in Tyler Linderbaum. I think Linderbaum, very, very good under center, huge underrated piece. for why the Ravens have been as good as they have been offensively. And then you get young, evolving pieces. Fernando Mendoza. Look, when you got a guy like Ashton...
Just signed his contract.
When you got a guy like... Yeah, I just signed that yesterday. When you got Ashton Genty, who's going to be going into his second year, had absolutely nobody that wanted to block for him last year in the running game. Raiders were horrendous offensively. They missed Brock Bowers for half the year. Superstar-level tight end when he is on the field. If things go the right way and the ball bounces in the health for their direction, I still think their defense is definitely a major question mark as well. Across the board for some of their... You think the defense is their strongest part of their team?
Right now, yeah.
Right now, yeah?
It's the secondary and the linebackers.
Secondary,
Those are the parts that get me excited. I'll be honest, the front three. Okay, I got some questions.
Okay, for sure.
I'll be honest, Rob, you and I could probably go in there. We'd fit just in. We'd fit right in.
So, I mean, Clint Kubiak, give us the call.
That's what I'm saying.
Here at UA, man. Yeah, feel free. Which, by the way, I love the hire of Kubiak as well.
Just took the words out of my mouth. I absolutely love home run hire on Clint Kubiak, and I think that's where we're going to see a lot of Genty really thriving across the board. So do not be shocked if he starts to really kind of revolve that offense around him to try to keep the health of guys like Trey Tucker, Jalen Naylor, Deontay Thornton, and also Brock Bowers to try to keep that offense healthy. The offensive line does have a question mark or two. I think Colton Miller still being at left tackle is great. I think now adding Tyler Linderbaum to really up the value and up the... Really, I mean, you build around the center. Everything else kind of just falls in place.
Yeah.
They didn't draft too badly this year. I'll say there's a couple I'm like, okay, whatever. Jermod McCoy, home run pick in the 4th round. Expected to go in the top 10, fell to the 4th round due to a knee injury.
See
that is a home run pick.
See that happen a lot. And again, the Raiders with their fortunes that they had for quite a while now, it would be nice for things to, since that Derek Carr MVP level start that they had to, what was that, the 2016 season that they had, really haven't had too many great fortunes since then. I do want to kind of make a one last point on Ashton Genty, and this is for the value of this helmet overall. First Genty I ever pulled went to our great buddy in the break room at Dennis, the Doc Rivers. Haven't seen Doc in a little bit. Hopefully Doc is out there with us today.
Love you, Doc.
But for Ashton Genty, I pulled that for him, and he was kind of asking us live on the show what the overall value, what he thinks of Genty as a player. With 2 of the best collegiate running back seasons of all time at Boise State. Again, came close to 1,000 rushing yards in his rookie year last year. Ladies and gents, if you are not going for the Hall of Fame level hitters in this break room, these are the players that you want to bank on. You can ask Hayden yourself. This guy is a big-time card collector in his own right. You want to get the babies, the rookies, the guys that haven't made their debuts yet, or even the guys into their second year that have elite level upside. You get Ashton Genty a competent level offense. Again, Clint Kubiak, look what he did for Kenneth Walker. Look what he did for Zach Charbonnet. Again, we'll see what Kenneth Walker does. I mean, hell, going to Andy Reid and the Chiefs is not going to hurt him on paper. But we'll see how he's utilized in that offense. But again, the Seahawks, why did they make that Super Bowl winning run? Especially in the Super Bowl, Jesus, Super Bowl MVP Kenneth Walker. They were a ground and pound run heavy team that opened things up for Sam Darnold and JSN when things, when it really mattered the most. But again, I really, really believe in Ashton Genty's talent. Whoever wins this bad boy today, hold on to this for quite a long time.
It'll be him and Mike Washington Jr. just tag teaming. Year 1 and year 2 backs, so they're going to have a little bit of time to grow together. When you have the combined power, because we all know Genty's a very almost heads down runner. Yeah. When you see him, he's going to hit that hole and he's going to hit you hard. Very almost, I don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it, very reminiscent of King Henry because of the way he runs, and he's going to run powerfully because he's going to run almost X style right across that chest, right through everybody. So do not be shocked if Genty and Washington Jr. do have a very powerful year. The Raiders, Rob, the more we're talking about it, the more I'm starting to see the vision.
There you go. So I'm glad. I could, put some thoughts in your brain. You certainly, hey, when you talked about the Titans a little bit, they're kind of been purple in the back of my mind too. I think the Titans are a sleeper that can kind of surprise a lot of people. I 1000% believe in the Cam Ward hype train for sure. Looking at his tape from last year. Which, by the way, we just had Cam Ward for the first time a couple days in the break room as well.
I believe that went to... I got to think.
I think that... what's funny? I glanced to see who won that the other day, and I cannot remember who it was. By the way, wrapping up this Diamond Series, guys, for what we got here, Derrick Henry, AFC North. How about this guy, Chad Ochocinco Johnson? Again, very most likely secondary headliner going to the Bengals. AFC North hit. Wes Welker. Wes Welker's kind of fun here because he can do one of 2 things. Pats, he's going with James Cook for the Bills. Broncos, he's going with Ashton Genty to the AFC West.
East or West, you got potential double ups, folks.
Jordan Love and Randy Moss as well, NFC North.
Oh,
so
lordy.
We got a whole lot of places to play in NFC East. 4 golden tickets. Go ahead. I'm going to drop you guys
golden tickets.
I'm going to drop the locker link here in a little bit. Like I said, I'll eventually rear my ugly head around and talk about the golden tickets momentarily here.
How about we take a quick timeout?
Please do.
Go call in the audible. How about we do a quick jersey?
I would love to do
we
that.
We got 2 boxes left, so this will be one of 2 great hits. Let me get this all set up for you, big dog. But shout out to the folks who were able to close that all up. If it wants to load for me, there you go.
So this is your first overlay put in.
We're gonna figure this out. This is okay. This is red zone, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be a red zone.
Should be 25.
Number 25. You know what's better than 24, Hayden?
25.
25. For those that know, you better know. Bobby Boulay, what's up, baby? I'll take Scadaboo and Tyrone Tracy over Genty in Washington. Yeah, I mean, look what Scadaboo did before injury last year, right? And even Tracy, showed flashes. I don't think Tyrone Tracy is a guy that you can trust with a whole lot of carries, but
who's their RB3 last
He's a good, I was going to say, he's a decent, change of pace back for them. But
Devin Singletary being RB3 too.
Devin Singletary, yeah.
That's a lovely running back room.
The Giants, by the way, I think the Giants, my boldest prediction of the NFC, I think that they make the wild card. I think the Giants are a wild card team.
Not super crazy, truth be told, because I do see the vision. I have my reservations about Jackson Dart specifically right now.
Fair enough.
Didn't look crazy good over the course of when he was healthy, that is. Did have some more questions than I think I had answers about him, but I'm willing to give him another year. I mean, it was his rookie year, guys. I'm not like, oh my God, he's a bust. He's not. He's absolutely not. You give him some time. I was very high on Jackson Dart coming out of the draft as well, so do not be shocked if he starts to rear his head around. I know his signature in the card game, and even then on helmets as well and jerseys, right up there in terms of value. I mean,
we were getting him at the end of the year last year, Jackson Dart. Yeah.
One of what do you call it? One of his cards I just saw got pulled, I believe this morning. I was just kind of floating through some streams trying to pick up some cards myself. You want to know how much that card went for?
How much?
17,500.
Wow.
It was an out of 5. It was an out of 5.
Nuts. Kev is going to go with the number 40 here, which by the jerseys down at the bottom. We got 33 and 40 remaining. Kevin knows how this game is played, which, by the way, I don't know if I'm fudging anything up over here, but I'm not seeing anything on the... And the date for today is correct, too, so it's not that. Is it maybe the drop-down over there under control when you got to put the drop-down for the... Maybe it's that? The drop-down at the top for the series?
Oh, yeah.
That's probably what it is. Okay. Yeah. A lot of things to... a lot of checklists. It's probably going to take about 10 seconds, at least from what I saw yesterday. So,
well, we're going to wait. We're going to be anticipating.
There we are. Well done. There we go.
Okay, guys, I'll be honest. This is a learning experience. I watched the videos ahead of time, and I'm still a little lost, but we're figuring it out. So we said 40?
40, yeah.
Okay, so that means I can also do that.
Yes, sir.
That should knock us down to the last box, meaning we'll find out who is in box 33.
Exactly.
So here you go. Here's box 40, sir.
Thank you. So it's going to be 7 times around, of course, for our dice roll. First break of the show, guys. Getting closer and closer to entering that first hour of the program. Thank y'all for getting us rocking and rolling. We got 40 brand new pizza boxes to the right of me over here that we would absolutely love to dive into.
Actually, Rob.
Yes.
It's 30.
Oh, we're back.
We're back to 30.
We're back to 30. Okay,
so
wow.
So I do want to shout out a handful of things as they are coming through. John Lemaitre, I apologize, John, if I completely butchered that. I can tell you're from Louisiana. So we'll see if I ever get that right. Got in on a diamond single. Clearly see something he's looking for, but I'm also seeing a handful of locker redemptions come through right now from last night. And let me tell you, they're looking pretty.
Well, guys, please, I would love to know that in just a second. But again, 6 golden tickets in that playbook. We also got golden tickets galore throughout the rest of the break room as well. We got that 4 spot in that aforementioned diamond. Maybe that comes out in that first single over there. So again, guys, in totality, 10 total golden tickets are waiting to be redeemed. So with this overlay, nice and purdy here. You know what my favorite thing I saw yesterday when you assign a winner? It's all gold, and it has like 1X to show the one-time winner in a single. Yeah, it's really, really cool.
I'll be honest, again, First time kind of doing all this. I could do all my homework as much as I need to.
Yeah.
But sometimes it just doesn't always pop up. So I find this really interesting when it does come through.
So, if it is, and we know who the guys are. It's going to be Mike Ditka and Roger Craig. If it's going to be Mike Ditka, it's Jonathan Dees. If it's the NFC West, it'll be the box caller himself and Kevin Hopper. Will he hop himself, Mr. Hay Train, into a first win of the afternoon show? It might be, it could be, and it is. Hall of Fame running back, number 33, going to Kevin Hopper. He said, I'm ready for a big win. Everyone else is, I'm sure, well, he manifested it. He did his job. He bought himself 2 spots in the series, Hayden, and he got the damn thing done.
There you go. Roger Craig, brand new Hall of Famer to the class, joined with Drew Brees and Larry Fitz, 2 absolutely stud-looking players in there. Now you add Roger Craig to the list. This is incredibly exciting, folks. Congratulations to Kevin. And now we know who's left. It's the coach, Mike Ditka.
Coach.
Coach.
I need to see one of y'all's get into that jersey, the final single for coach.
That is so cool.
The yellow, right, for the winner. Yeah, that's badass, right?
You know, again, I got to shout out the marketing team and everybody here at Ultimate Autographs. This is sick.
Magic Mike.
I'm a fan. Shout out Mike.
Which, by the way, guys, really a cavalcade of things. You know, Mike ends up doing a great job for us here between the marketing. Like, the social media is also for him and Nicolette do a phenomenal job.
They do.
But really, we have stepped into the 21st century of modern day technology. The entire, oh yeah, keep it out, yeah? Might as well. Might as well.
It's a headliner.
You know.
We gotta let you use this a little bit.
Pretty good idea. Again, you want to speak about, this is not exactly a futuristic design, but another recent new addition to the break room. But going back on hyping up our coworkers here, again, going into 2026, we also had a brand new website design for you guys. Because Hayden dealt with this as well, of course.
Well, I was training, yeah.
But
last couple of weeks.
Not only just the website design, but what was the number one question? Bob can certainly attest to this, and many others can as well. What was the number one question we would always get from people in the break room? What's left? What are the headliners? Asking us the ratios of everything. Thanks to Mike and his brilliance and the complete customization of how the website currently looks now, guys, we've made things much more easier to get into for you guys to play in. So, and this overlay, hopefully you guys like it because it's here to stay. Thank you, my man. Looks much better, much less crustier than I would have had it. So I'll write that up real quick. And again, orders have been flying off the shelves.
I'm seeing y'all. I'm seeing Jeff French jumping in on a playbook double. So I'd be shocked if we do some playbook action this show.
Absolutely love that. So you heard Hayden say it before. We have 30 new pizza boxes. Hayden and I actually split the other 5 between us.
My bad. I got hungry.
I was gonna say that's fine. It was delicious though. It was delicious.
Truly was.
And, I consumed a Devontae Adams, a Jamar Chase. I was consuming a lot of good stuff over there. So gonna write this up for Kev Dog real quick. Then we'll get back in here. I do want to circle back around to talking about this really quick for this playbook. Because, again, the double and single are getting a lot of movement. Like, guys, it's a very, very simple deal. Less than $100 for Mahomes and Reed on one helmet or Tom Brady on the other. Now, I don't know the value of a co-signed Mahomes and Reed, but you know what we say here in the break room? More signatures, more fun.
Correct.
There's literally no way that a helmet value can get diluted with having more signatures on it unless somebody from UA signs it.
I mean, hey, all I'm saying, give me a Sharpie. I will make my signature nice and big. Roger and I will be good friends.
Which, by the way, I haven't heard anything from. Here you go. Haven't heard anything from my guy Cameron Lee when we ended up signing him a football not too long ago. So, Cameron, how'd you like my old Herbie Hancock? So, getting back into this playbook mixer for what we got, like I mentioned, halfway to go in the single, 5 to go in the double. That should easily go. Feels like this is a good time to talk about the golden tickets. So, how do you earn them? Very, very simple, guys. They are the exclusive currency, as I mentioned, to get yourself into the locker. The most recent link that we dropped, guys, was to get into the locker. You earn them by playing on our live breaks, of course. The more you play, the more you collect, and your tickets are yours to bank whenever you are ready. How do you redeem them? Great question. Once you've earned the golden tickets, of course, you redeem them in the locker. Every item shows exactly how many golden tickets it takes to claim it, so you always know what you are working towards. How do you get into the locker? Again, more great questions. The locker is a part of our rewards program. To get in, join the program and climb to the practice squad tier. So for the practice squad tier, it is our second level of rewards. That equates to close to $300 or so in total break spots purchased. So, for example, that playbook mixer that you get into, if you buy a single and a double, that will get you into the practice squad tier if those are your first 2 orders. By the way, guys, Chase Wheel Spin, if you're in that break, regardless if you win or lose, you have a chance to earn back up to $100 at the end of the program. So, many, many reasons for you to get into that playbook, for example. Once you reach the practice squad, the locker is yours to explore and it stays open as you rise through the tiers. What's inside of the locker? You heard Hayden and I go into a little bit of a diatribe about what's in there. You can get something, Hayden, for as low as 3 golden tickets. Most of the time, that is our lowest barometer, is 3 golden tickets to get something. However, we did have something like a Nick Kurtz bat, the superstar ace first baseman. How about a guy by the name of Shaquille O'Neal? Former NBA MVP and 4-time world champion. We had those guys on 1 ticket, and the damn thing finally happened. Michael Jeffrey Jordan, the greatest player in NBA history. I'm putting 10 toes down on that. 35 golden tickets. Now, it's very hard to approximate what an MJ jersey is worth, but I was looking, guys, bare minimum, no bullshit, you can fact check me on this, about $12,000 for an MJ jersey. Then again, if you come talk to a Bulls fan like me, you don't need Bulls fans to go after an MJ jersey. Very, very rare to see sign on anything. So to get that, by the way, who ended up redeeming that, by the way?
Chris Hove.
That's right, Chris Hove. My man, Chris. Hey, Chris is a Minnesota Timberwolves fan. He'd probably rather have LaMelo Ball right now than Michael Jordan, but he's like, you know what?
Close enough.
Yeah, so yeah, so I was gonna, yeah. I mean,
except who the GOAT really is, and keep on going.
He's gonna be the GOAT of Minnesota if they make their first finals appearance this upcoming year.
We'll see.
And again, so much greatness. I mean, just in the last 24 hours, is that a Peyton Manning crystal? Holy shit!
Yeah, there was a lot of crystals flying around last night, but that also does not mean that we're not getting more stuff this morning. I was talking to our crew, talking to Mr. Greg, and I said, so what did we add to the locker? And sure enough, the Dan Marino, the Brock Bowers, the Matthew Golden, Trevor Lawrence, Josh Allen, the big 5, and also a fancy little Patrick Mahomes featuring the retro Kansas logo with the new one. Wow. So getting a little bit of that as well. DeMarcus Ware, the Jahmyr Gibbs is still there. Ray Lewis, Ocho Cinco, Sauce, another Dan Marino, which let me tell you, I don't know how that's still there for 5 tickets. That thing is beautiful.
Yeah.
Pickens, Wayne, Julio, another Mahomes, Emmitt Smith, Bo Nix, another Mahomes. Hey, did I mention we have Patrick Mahomes in there? I don't think I did.
Do we have Patrick Mahomes?
In the break room, in the locker? Sounds like you're getting a great deal either way.
And for the live breaks as well for $89.
Oh, man. Steals galore, folks. Jared Goff, Emmitt Smith, Joe Montana, and Brock Purdy. All the names in the locker right now, and I'm sure there will be more as more things are taken off. But the best way to explain the locker, think of it like an arcade. The break room is the arcade. You play the game, you win the tickets, you can go get some bigger and better stuff.
It's like skee ball.
Exactly.
The more you play skee ball, the more you play in the live breaks, the more tickets you can redeem at the counter. The more you play in the live breaks, the more chances you have of getting tickets. So, again, like Hayden, as he usually does, perfect analogy right there. Just in the last 48 hours, 2 Bradys, Manning Sanders. I lied, 4 Bradys, holy shit. 2 Adrian Petersons, 1 Barry Sanders, and Michael Jordan, and a partridge in a pear tree, guys. So, again, 10 golden tickets out there currently for y'all to redeem and go after. So, again, let's keep going, keep it rocking, keep it rolling. What's going on, TM? Tom Madera. I believe that's Tom Madera, right? Mr. Mets fan. 8. Is that Mets fan 88? I know that ain't for Luis Robert, number 88, or at least, God, I hope not. Hey, fellas, if the playbook quad doesn't sell and you need 2 spots to close the double, can you move me there?
Sure.
I don't
if
think
you're
that's...
fine,
Yeah?
you're fine with that. I'm cool with that.
Tom, you're a great man. Not just, well, I can't confirm that personally, but I know how great you are in the break room. As soon as we see that down to 3, y'all breakers, I know how you guys are. Anytime you see 3 or less, and I know you can attest to this, it's like a shark in blood-infested water. As soon as we get to 3 or less, that's a sweet spot. That is red zone territory for y'all to go in and attack. Again, I shouldn't have to go out here, Hayden shouldn't have to go out here and talk your heads off about how effing great this series is. 6 separate golden tickets, 3 apiece, which again, 3 right now is the bare minimum to go in and attack for items inside of the locker. So, Not only that, but you got the Brian Urlacher and the Justin Jefferson double up in that NFC North. Jefferson and Urlacher. Speaking of golden tickets, how about a future first ballot Hall of Fame wide receiver and Julio Jones to go with it, Hayden? NFC East will stand alone, but however, can't guarantee that. 12 hidden gems. You can fall in ass backwards into getting yourself a double up and you don't even know it. My favorite situation of this as of late, Hayden, and we all got ourselves some great stories to tell here in the break room. We had our Volt series about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and we had Reggie Hammond. Shout out to Reg if he's out there.
Shout out.
He ended up getting on his first break that he had. Now, this was a quad, so a little bit different, but even if it was a double, because that happened in the first 2 boxes, it would have happened no matter what. Got a Tom Brady on his first box. Not too bad it started, right? Then he ended up getting himself an Xavier Legette retro replica helmet that had the last 5 golden tickets in the entire series.
That's wild.
5 golden tickets and Brady back to back. That could easily be y'all if you believe enough. Because like they say in the Polar Express, almost in Panda Express, like they said, it's getting towards lunchtime, y'all a little hungry here. Like they said in the Polar Express, seeing is believing.
Can't say I blame you. As Jacob Partridge jumping in on a partridge on a pear tree, getting in on that double and the single of the playbook.
My man, JP, he knows. Again, another regular. That's what I like to call a veteran move here in the break room. So did you make that that switch for our guy TM?
He says, if it doesn't sell. So I'm going with the if right now. And right now, I can tell you it's looking like it's going to.
Okay.
Tom Madeira also jumping in on that double as well. So that'll knock it down to 3. I would imagine it's going to go. Unless Tom wants me to move him right now.
Yeah.
In which I can do that.
Yeah.
I just need confirmation in the chat.
So, Tommy boy, if you do decide to go with that, again, simple mathematics here, the quad would move up back to 8, and at this current juncture, it would be brought down to 2 for that double. So, if you really feel in your heart of hearts, and again, Tom, I'll be honest with you, my friend, if you do decide to do that, you don't want to end up kicking yourself with Mahomes and the Reed cosign and the Brady end up going this next upcoming double. I'm not trying to scare you, bud, but more impossible things have happened. A 2 and 22 shot. It's bigger than 1%.
Or if the folks at home are feeling quite generous, looking to jump in on that quad with Tom, that's also a pretty good opportunity. But I also want to shout out all the folks at Instagram that have been joining us. Now, unfortunately, Rob, you cannot see them. However, I'm going to bring you to them as well because all the chat is in front of me. So shout out each and every one of you that are tuning in on Instagram. UltimateAutographs.com is the best place to go to pick up your sports memorabilia. You got the Roger Craig jersey right here. You got Jared Goff somewhere in the middle. You got Ray Lewis there as well, folks. You can get some of the best names in all of sports right in this break room. Get your 1 in 8 chance to go ahead and go get to those opportunities, and we get to have some fun. Tom, give me 2 minutes and I'll make that happen.
Does Instagram have its own separate chat that you can? Oh, so what, we got any comments coming in from over there?
A handful. Just
Nice.
people saying what's up, that type of thing.
Nice. Well, what's going on, IG Live people? Again, hey, we got some breaks moving. I'll drop my Instagram handle and y'all can harass me in my DMs.
I can tell you I don't answer mine, so
I don't-
good luck.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
All right, Tom, let me move yours and give me a few moments because that means that double's going to have to go down to, I believe, 1.
So no matter what, so once that transition does happen, we'll be down to 2 in this double and 3 in the single. You can move to the double. Tom, appreciate you, big dog.
There you go. All right, it is all set up.
So that'll move us even closer and closer. As soon as that is saved by Hate Train. Oh, it looks like somebody actually just bought into the double to make it 3 to go. So after this officially goes 3, we should be at 1 to go.
That was Tom actually.
Yep.
Made it,
Okay.
made
So
it
1 to go.
So we're 1 to go in that double, making sure we can make that happen. So
Lovely.
I'll also have to make a note of that. So in the meantime, let me get that set up because my gut, my Ghiblies are feeling pretty good that will go at some point.
This is a PG rated show. You can't talk about your Ghiblies.
Hey man, when you have the ab protector that I do, you know, I think I can make that joke.
There's a lot of kids on Instagram these days. Just saying, they can easily aggregate us. Do not aggravate me and Hayden, however, because again, doubles galore here. This is going to close in the blink of an eye. Jefferson and Urlacher, Jones, and the NFC South tickets. Mahomes, Reed, and Antonio Gates, AFC West. We'll see what Steve Young in the NFC West, the Tom Brady in the AFC East coincide with. And, of course, the Lawrence Taylor as well. You know how good a series has to be for Lawrence Taylor to be a secondary headliner? Lawrence has come on air with us before. He became best friends with Rick Camelucci. He's done some great things for UA. And in the words of our fearless leader, Kamenechev, the most broken piece of memorabilia we have had in our 6 years of live breaking, the defensive goat himself, Lawrence Taylor.
It's true. He's everywhere.
Most peaches and merch. Probably him and Jamar Chase. Probably the two most the two most broken into boxes that we have seen here at UA. By the way, guys, if you want to spoil yourself with a brand new series, $31, chump change. I know that many of you out there for your lunch today are probably going to spend this amount on your afternoon break lunch meal. Screw that. Starve yourself. You have a full pantry at home. Wait till the 5 o'clock point when y'all can check out. Turn that $31 lunch ticket into $31 for a Mike Ditka de Coach. The coach. Beautiful custom jersey. The only Super Bowl winning head coach in Bears franchise history. And by the way, I could be wrong on this. I believe he was the first tight end in NFL history to eclipse 1,000 yards as well for Mike Ditka.
I believe so.
And again,
if not one of the first.
Yeah, a Hall of Fame level player as well. Really one of the first offensive-oriented tight ends in NFL history. So beautiful there for $31. I like to just give y'all a heads up on where you can go to get yourself a brand new series in the room. Because again, we got a lot of chatty Cathys out there. Rob, where's the new series? Rob, why can't we get new stuff in the room? Rob. Well, again, it's a very, very simple process. Once a series goes, Hayden, chances are overwhelming. We got a brand new one in here for you guys.
They're looking pretty good, I will say, and depending on the series that goes, maybe we hold off a little bit. Because I will say there's some stuff that's in the works that, truth be told, I've seen, and wow. Very cool stuff on the way. So, folks, let's close a few breaks. Let's close a few series. The closer we get to the end, very good probability that we may see something new.
So, I know you were just talking about, brand new stuff that's going to be around the corner. This has been something that's a part of our every Tuesday, and sometimes Monday, rotation that we have here at Ultimate Autographs. Regardless, you see this bad boy every single week now. The stash or the cash. This got dropped Monday night. It's Friday afternoon. I'm a little pissed off this is still here. You guys are lucky. You guys are lucky I took my medication this morning, okay?
You did?
Or else I would be, I know, everybody's surprised about it.
Can't tell.
Yeah, the bottle is empty right now, so I gotta call up my doctor and get a new prescription at the end of the day today. If not, I'd go catatonic that this is still not out of here. Stash or cash sounds exactly like how it is. You win the item, you stash it, you keep it for yourself. You want to cash the item, you can get money back for an item, back in store credit that you necessarily did not want to have, which is A-okay. Brian Urlacher, he's everywhere today. He is the last remaining headliner. If it is an authentic helmet, it will be $350 back in store credit. We don't know what those final 3 hidden gems are for you folks. Those would be replica helmets for $250, or again, the aforementioned authentics for $350 in total. Again, Brian Urlacher, secondary headliner, guys, talked about his greatness in the photo headliners for what we got available in that. What was that, the Playmaker? Is he in the Playmaker? Yeah, he is. He's
yes.
He's hiding under the golden tickets up there. So, again, Brian Urlacher, one of the best defenders of the modern era. Again, and you can get some money back for it as well, guys. So, again, we're hanging on by a thread here. You remember that? You remember that old poster of like a cat hanging from a tree saying "hang in there"? It's kind of how I feel right now, man. It's kind of how I feel. So,
well, you're not gonna be hanging too much longer.
There we go.
JP closing out that double.
Parchit, way to go, my man. So we got a Parchit that is coming out of his tree right now.
Okay, let me
something like that. Piggyback what you said earlier.
There you go.
Thank you, my good sir. Much appreciated, big dog. So
we'll
gonna get that rocking and rolling and ready for you guys. And
there you go. Should be all put together for you, big dog.
Thank you.
Now, since I understand how this works.
Yeah. Lovely. I'm just kind of seeing what we look like on Instagram right now. So.
It's there.
It's there.
I'm looking at it.
Just another.
Oh my God! Hey guys, that Radio Rob guy just joined. He's pretty cool.
Easy there. It's all right. You already do a great job of stroking my ego, my friend, but thank you for that. 2 boxes, or 2 numbers. Yeah, 2 numbers. That helps.
2 numbers.
2 boxes. 2 numbers.
Look at that, Ray Lewis.
Playbook number 2.
Look at that, Ray Lewis. That's pretty.
Playbook number 2.
Tom, Kevin, Jill, Jeff, Jacob. Let's see it.
A lot of good stuff. Jacob! There you go. Fingers on the keyboard, my friend. 7 and 27. That'll be taking off that tick-tick-ticka. I'm gonna toss your salad around 7 different times for you guys. Okay. I closed out of the randomizer. But that's okay, guys. No need to worry about that. Just give me a second.
All right, so 7 and 27 coming up for you, big dog.
My big ass stubs. Okay, so I'll show you guys this 7 times around we go.
Here is your food waiting.
Thank you, Hey Train. Much appreciated. So there we go, 7 times around. And let's see, again, Tom not only helping himself potentially, but helping out the community. Hayden and I, we could sit here, we could crack jokes, we could talk about sports all day, every day. But that's not what we want to do. We are here to open boxes for you guys at the best discounted rate out there.
Damn right.
So, let's see what we got in this break. And now they are assigned. Let's see what the yabba dabba do is going on out there for you folks.
Yabba dabba doo.
Yabba dabba do.
Let's see what we're getting, folks.
Tom Madera. He's all over the place. NFC North, NFC West, and AFC West. Kevin, looking to hop himself into another win. He's already got the Roger Craig on his mantle. What else does he have for us today? NFC South, Julie B. Usually the box calling queen herself. In the NFC East, she's looking for a solo sniper spot. Jacob Parcher, box caller, closer magic. Where will this wand point in his direction today? He's in the AFC North and AFC East. And Jeff, you better watch your French out there, buddy. He's got his only spot in the AFC South. It's a phrase that my mother used to say to me all the time.
That's a good one.
I'm
watch
like,
your French.
Dude, I never watch my French. I don't are there French people following me?
I watch the French leave my mouth, and that's about it. Just
all right, let's see who we are saying bonjour to first here. Oui. Again, box number 7, playbook. We do have 6 potential tickets out there. A whole lot of potential double ups. Let's see where we are starting here. And it feels like this might be a potential hidden gem. Okay?
I do like my hidden gems, because honestly, they get really, really weird.
Keep your gems hidden here. Well, this is going to be a mini. And
I like my mini helmets.
According to my calculations, it is not going to coincide with any golden tickets.
Okay.
Let's see what we got here. Somebody's tossing their salad out there. Is that Tyler Matlock's name?
Yeah, I believe so.
What's up, T-Mac? Good to see you, buddy. Offensive players last year did not enjoy seeing this guy. He was a part of one of the most elite defensive units last year. They were my sleeper Super Bowl pick going into the playoffs last year.
All you had to say.
He just got paid handsomely as well. A 3-year, $54 million extension is now going to go home to Jeff with the solo sniper spot in the AFC South, Azeez Al-Shahir. One of the best cornerbacks, defensive backs in the NFL today. First-time Pro Bowler this past year. Absolutely gorgeous. Jeff, the French is working for him so far.
Let me tell you, the French definitely worked for him last year. That off-ball linebacker, dude, was balling all over the shop, because we all know how good that secondary is for Houston. Petrie, Stingley, Caden Bullock. I'm missing such a big one. I'm completely blanking on his name. Oh my God!
You're just talking about the secondary?
Yeah, what's his name? Besides the point, Azeez Al-Shahir kind of broke that stigmatism that the Texans only had a front 3 of you had your Danielle Hunters, you had your Will Andersons. Those 2 were dominating everybody last year. Azeez Al-Shahir really upgraded, especially in the second half of the year. Just absolutely unreal. Jeff French, congratulations. And what's up, Tyler? Hope you're doing well, man.
Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, no, I mean, look, the reason why, and again, you and I talked about this all playoffs long, right around the time that you started employment here. You know, the Niners and the Texans were my 2 sleeper teams. They absolutely decimated the AFC North, winning Pittsburgh Steelers in that wild card round. But again, just the offense. CJ Stroud, we know how inefficient he was against the Patriots in the first half of their playoff game. But again, acquiring David Montgomery, hopefully that takes a little bit of load off the Houston Texans. Again, I love watching the Texans play. D'Amico Ryans, I think, is a phenomenal head coach.
Great head coach.
Guy could coach his ass off on the defense. But what's the ceiling for CJ Stroud? Can he somehow regain the rookie breakout form that he had? Because if he could just play at that level, they were a legitimate contender to come out of the AFC.
CJ Stroud's going to be the question mark on this team this year.
Yeah.
Everybody knows they got the receivers. They really have the receivers this year. 1 through 6 is loaded.
Yeah.
Running backs, you got Woody Marks, and you now have David Montgomery, who we've had in the room fairly recently. Do not be shocked, and do not sleep on the Texans this year.
You know, speaking of sleeping on some teams, this was a team last year. They did not get any help from this player because no longer an active player.
Okay.
But this team, kind of like the Texans, ended their season with a blistering hot finish. I believe they finished a season winning 9 consecutive ball games and won the AFC South for the first time since the Blake Bortles era. Jacksonville Jaguars all-time rushing yard leader, hidden gem, Fred Taylor.
Very nice.
Jeff, the French is so in your favor. Sniper spot and a double up for Jeff French. Absolutely gorgeous right there. A little ×2 winner. I haven't actually seen how this looks yet.
I don't know either. I don't even know if it's going to work.
I want to see how this looks real quick. Sorry, guys. We're kind of in love with the new overlay here. Hey, there you go. 2 times the winner. Beautiful.
Very nice.
Fred Taylor. Absolutely awesome stuff here. If you want, we could also use the, we can maybe use it again.
I think we have a second one.
Yeah, a second one right there. Please. We could have the all running back show up here. Jeff, big round of applause, buddy. Way to go, my friend. Fred Taylor, an absolute stud. One of the best players in Jacksonville Jaguars franchise history. By the way, T-Max, saw your comment, buddy. It's been a while since I've seen Tyler with us. By the way, Ty, is this your first time seeing the new overlay graphic for the website?
Please let us know how it is.
Definitely let us know. Tyler,
I'll be honest, this looks wonderful.
Dude, I can't say enough good things about it.
No.
We want to hear from our regulars, the newbies, because again, your input means everything. You guys are the bloodline, the lifeline of the show.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm like, I'll get. If you want to attempt to set that up, I will hold on to this guy.
I got you. There you go. It's gonna look nice and Brock Purdy right there. Craig and Taylor, 2 studs right next to each other. Yeah, that looks really, really good. Bring Mr. Lewis back into the product cam.
Yeah.
Very, very nice. So again, big congratulations to Jeffrey. And again, guys, here's the thing. Here's the good thing. That was the Chase wheel spin. So for Tom, Kev, Jill, and Jacob, by the way, Jacob, hopefully Jeff's going to send you a nice Christmas card for those box calls. Here's the thing, though, with that. Every headliner remains.
Nothing got touched.
Exactly. No headliners got touched. No golden tickets got touched. So again, if you really are serious, if you're real ones out there, run that shit back. Get yourselves back into the break. And again, that's single, bare minimum. You know, obviously costs you a little less coin. And it's 3 spots to go. That is going to go no matter what over the course of this show. So again, guys, you're possibly going to win yourself some money back at the end. And $89. Which, by the way, if you really want to have the glass being half empty instead of half full type of mentality, they could be like, hey, I can put 1 spot in bare minimum for $89 and possibly win that back at the end of the show. That's how I would definitely look at it. Ty said, yes, I've been away for a while. Much needed break. Looks nice. All right, Ty. Again, what are you looking to get into, my man? Look, we've been pushing this playbook all day long and deservingly so. 50% chance now at a headliner, 6 golden tickets. Mahomes and Reed, co-signed authentic helmet, and Tom Brady as well. Hey, Trent, if you don't mind me doing a favor, man, if you don't mind going deep into your lab real quick, can you find possibly a price approximation for that co-signed Mahomes and Reed authentic?
Yeah, give me a moment. Jill getting in on that next double to kick it off.
Thank you, Jilly Bean. Much appreciated.
Patrick Mahomey and Andy Reid. I'm seeing the downtown card, let me tell you. Pretty card. Dual signed authentic helmets. Holy cow. Holy cow.
Oh, wow.
Would you like to take a guess first?
How much is that cow worth? So what's the website that you're looking at for the price?
I'm gonna just
I can't see the prices from here. I'm blind as a bat.
So I'm gonna give you. I can tell you. It's 4 digits for starters. I'll give you that. I'm looking kind of just generally if we're like doing like the quote unquote average across the 8. I'm seeing 8 to 12. I'm seeing right now. Take a guess.
It's a pretty good ballpark. Prices are consistent. I'll say because it's Patrick Mahomes. I want to say 35, but I'll go with 3,000 on the dot.
Should have stuck with your gut.
35? Damn it. Okay.
3,500.
35. Because I was thinking, Brady, we're kind of pricing that at around $3,000. So I kind of figured. Hey guys, I accidentally bought into the black and blue double earlier and meant to get another spot in the playbook. Since they are the same price, is it possible to switch me to playbook? Also, don't have the volume on, so if you could type the answer, that would be amazing. Absolutely.
Sure. I don't have a problem doing that.
I don't have, so the playbook is 178. And the black and blue's 178.
I have no issue with that if you know issue
That's
with that.
very no, we're gonna full send that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll let you type it out. I'll take care of it.
So I'll go into the I'll type that out for sure. Also, if the black and blue double was close to breaking, then I would probably feel 50-50 about it. But it's Jill's the only spot over there, so that's totally fine.
Let me make that note as well then.
And switching you over, Jill. No, that's not a problem at all. And again, guys, if that situation happens to anybody else out there, if it's truly accidental, this is not something we do very often. But again, this is something we will do from time to time. And again, the price point's exactly the same, so no harm, no foul. So this black and blue, perfect time to go in here and talk about this. Again, 5 to go in the single. This double is now going to be set to 8 out of 8. Which, by the way, that playbook, if y'all want to run back that double, which you better, 3 elite double-ups that we know about. The Julio Jones and the NFC South Golden tickets, the Jefferson and Urlacher, the Mahomes and Andy Reid to go with Antonio Gates. Dude, if Antonio Gates is on a legitimate authentic helmet, 3,500 plus Antonio Gates, Hayden, we're talking about a double-up that could be worth $4,000 plus
easily. And that's
between those three.
When you have that opportunity just sitting there,
yeah.
Absolutely no reason, in my mind at least, that you shouldn't already be able to do that. So, folks, do not hesitate to jump in on this series because the time is now. If you want to go get that Mahomes and Reid before somebody else does, if you're a big Chiefs fan, or if you're just a big football fan and you want to respect the history, especially the recency of Mahomes and Reid, now is the time to go get that.
Even if you're like you were saying, even if you're a Broncos, Chargers, Raiders fan, or somebody that's not on the Mahomes hype train, that's a whole lot of currency. That's a whole lot of ammo for you guys to go out there and use it as trade bait as well. Obviously, this is a very good trading community. Many of you already know that. Anything with Patrick Mahomes' name on it can net you a whole lot of stuff in a trade in someone else's collection. By the way, best headliner to box ratio. 3 golden tickets, 5 headliners and 6 boxes, 83% on the dot. 5 to go in this single, guys. Kind of shell-shocked. Though we don't have much movement in here. Again, 3 golden tickets for the NFC South in this black and blue. Black and blue for what we got, guys. Again, for those that don't know how this series kind of works, there are very, very, and I mean very, very small minor defects with what we got. It could be a scratch. Could be something as small as a smudge, which, by the way, is never on the autograph itself. It's just on some part of the helmet. There could be a loose chin strap. Maybe a little bit of the padding is off. When we do a pull in this series, we'll diagnose it for you guys. We'll show you guys on air what that's going to be. But again, we cannot show you if we do not do a break. Preach. And again, we're at 5 spots, $89. This is a carbon copy of that playbook. Playbook y'all got to get into. There's some bigger names in there. However, great names in here. And guys, we're at 6 boxes to go. We literally only have 1 hidden gem, 5 headliners. You will not find a better ratio in this room than this. Brian Urlacher, once again, Chicago Bears authentic helmet, also another Hall of Fame inscribed. If you like the look of this compared to the retro, this is their basic navy blue base on this authentic helmet. Go running right after it. This is one of the coolest hits we got in the room, Hey Train. Dual signed Randall Cunningham, Donovan McNabb.
It's so pretty, man.
The last to wear number 5 inscription. For many of you that know, but for those that don't, anytime you get any level of inscription on an item, it could be a helmet, it can be a tube sock, doesn't matter what it is going to jack up the value. I looked this up yesterday on eBay. It got sold for $1,000 on the dot for this co-signed Speedflex. Again, you can get for something for one single spot for more than 10 times the value of what the buy-in is right there. Also, because I'm a big brain guy, I like to think best case scenario, Hayden. Michael Vick, secondary headliner. Here's what I mean by this. Guys, this is an effing layup for the double, which y'all got to get your asses in that double. Michael Vick, what are the 2 teams we always get him on? Eagles and Falcons.
True.
If it's a Falcon, Hayden, NFC South to go with those last 3 golden tickets. If it's an Eagle, just talked about it. 3 Eagles quarterback greats can go to you guys. And it's a double. 2 items, 6 boxes left, 33% chance. Those are great odds that you guys can get between those combinations right there. Oh, and I guess you can maybe settle for a Super Bowl MVP.
Oh, just
in the great Von Miller.
Casual Von Miller in the break room for 89 smackers that you could easily have shipped right back to you within a couple of days. AKA, well, it is the weekend, so it will take a little bit of time to get back there. But super easy to get in on these breaks. And for $89, this is an all authentic series or better. So even that last hidden gem that's still out there, it's an authentic. And that is what I absolutely love about it. The price point's great. The opportunities are endless. Do not be afraid to go ahead and go jump in on anything and everything.
Yeah, please go dolphin diving in, guys, because another thing that I like to say is, well, glad you brought up the shipping aspect of it. Of course, today being Friday, for those that do not know, 2 things that you get with shipping here at Ultimate Autographs. It's always free. And, unless you're on other parts of the world or, sometimes we get some very rare out of continental U.S. shipping fees. But again, 9 times out of 10, shipping is free. And then on top of that, of course, you get the tracking as well with that. But we do not ship on the weekends. Monday through Friday we ship, but you get your item in the same week, barring extreme extenuating circumstances. We get it to you as soon as possible. So if you're a really, really serious player, this is honestly the time to do it, Hayden, because last night, they were going batshit crazy. And I mean that term in the best way. In the 6 p.m. show last night and in the 9 a.m. this morning. This is kind of 12-3. Most of my hosting and producing does happen 12-3. This is kind of the, I'm trying to think of a good comparison here. This is kind of the time of the day most of the time where it's kind of like sitting and observing. When you're kind of just sitting on your laurels and you're kind of saying like, okay, I might come back and play later, or I might get a spot here and there. This is the better time than ever because compared to the 6 p.m. shows, the viewership just naturally isn't as high. More people are off work, things like that, whatever it might be. This is the absolute perfect time, especially if you're not going to be around for the rest of the day. You're on your lunch break. Maybe you're working in a Zoom meeting right now. Maybe you have a day off on Friday. You're a lucky bastard that gets a 3-day weekend. This is a perfect time before the 6 p.m. show happens tonight with Common and Dom to get your asses in the break room and get a spot.
And I will say, resident Giants fan, Fredo Lashoto jumping in on that single, and Tyler Matlock, again, welcome back to the room.
T-Mac.
Jumping in on the single and the double of the playbook.
Wahoo!
So that single down to one.
Uno mas to go. Which, by the way, that was the one Spanish, well, very little Spanish, muy poquito. I was saying that a lot. But that was not what I was saying when I was getting the all-inclusive resort I was at. It was not uno mas. It was dos mas, tres mas. Because I'm just saying right now.
Dos cervezas, por favor.
Dos.
2 beers, please.
Those shots of tequila, por favor. Man, it was, dude, the service, I'm telling you, if you ever end up, we talked about this, and you said you were in Cancun many years ago. If any of y'all are ever,
a decade ago
if y'all are ever planning on going to a all-inclusive resort, please, Ocean Allure Mujeres, please. It's a brand new resort that opened up 7 months ago. This is not a sponsorship plug, by the way. I'm just speaking for personal.
Not sponsored.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe if they want to tune in. Elite service, the cleanse in terms of the clean, up-to-date stuff in that resort was absolutely one of one. And the service, dude, this is so funny. This was our second day there. We're poolside swim up or whatever. We got our stuff down on our beach chairs. We were gone for less than 5 minutes. We each ordered, some frozen daiquiris and a shot of tequila.
Of course.
We came back to the same spot and a duplicate of our order was there on the table.
That's awesome.
I couldn't believe it. I'm like, we ain't going back. The meme that's like, I'm here to tell you right now we're back up. I was like, I'm here to tell y'all right now we ain't going back.
We up.
But I do like a steady paycheck, so I did come back. But for you guys, shotgun series, hot route for the football mixer, guys. 8 to go in the single, 7 to go in that double. And again, we got some really cool stuff. James Cook, salute to service. We do have the rivalry in a different series for you guys. Ashton Genty, beautiful authentic helmet, and the Ray Lewis. This jersey would go absolutely perfect with the alternate that we got up here. Take a look at it right here, in case you're just tuning in. Beautiful alternate speed flex that we got up here for the great Ray Lewis. And then Recky Williams, hitting holes, smoking bowls, and never paying his tolls. That was actually the inscription he had on a hit we had yesterday.
What was it? I wasn't there one that was just smoke weed every day?
Smoke, that's one. Yeah, it was on an awesome Saints rave.
Really?
Yeah, it was really badass.
Very cool.
We're not going to be getting a lot of raves in mass production either going forward. Kind of like the Lunars. So again, guys, get those while they're hot. And speaking of, we get started to pick up some steam. A little past the 1:30 hour. Ultimate Autographs, Hayden and Rob taking you guys through the 12 o'clock hour to get you guys ready for your weekends. By the way, don't be shy. How are you planning on spending your weekends? I know that you and I, you're going to see our ugly mugs throughout courses of the weekend as well. And speaking of, we might have a little early weekend fun here in a break.
Nope, not yet. Jeff French testing out some new things to the website, the Digital Rips. And then Robert Pratt, though, says, hush, child. I will close that single for you.
My man. Which, by the way, I don't think I had the opportunity to say this live on air. From one Robert to another, I very much appreciate you, Mr. Pratt. I think it happened on your show, the 6 p.m. two Sundays ago.
Yeah, a couple Sundays ago, yes.
The Jacoby Brissett rep.
Yes.
Thank you so much, man. I highly appreciate it. Even though my Cardinals fandom right now is up in the air. He said, hello, everybody. Robert, I saw your comments in there. I've never heard somebody describe me as the nice young man before. I appreciate you so much. And this is why we love your community. Your community. It is your community. It's all of our community here. The best people around, man. Best people around. So thank you so much.
Softball tournament in Warsaw tomorrow. Now, are we talking Warsaw, Poland? Or are we talking Warsaw somewhere else? Or
Warsaw, Poland. Maybe.
I mean, I haven't been. I mean, the plan is to eventually go there at some point. You know, gotta flash my Polish card every once in a while. I don't get to very often, so.
That's no problem. Hope you liked it, bud. Robert, you're the effing man.
Indiana. Okay.
Indiana
okay.
land. Poland, Indiana.
Just had to double check, Tyler.
I know a lot of people that enjoy vodka from both locations, so
nothing wrong with that.
25 from Woboito. So the steroid juice number. Hopefully we got ourselves a very juiced up winner here. Which, by the way, let me see. Robert, Tyler, Alfredo.
That it is there. I'll be honest. I'm really starting to like this new system. It's a lot easier.
Dude, right? Yeah. It's just a lot cleaner. Same way when we learned the new website at the beginning of this year.
Just had to give me a break or two, and I was
fine. So some people don't like change. What I say to those people, adapt or die. Which, by the way, speaking of my Cancun trip, the movie that Jasmine and I watched on the way, Moneyball, that we watched.
Great choice.
Which, by the way, have you seen Moneyball and Major League?
Moneyball 100%. Major League.
With Charlie Sheen, Corbin Burnson, about the Cleveland Indians. Yeah. She, which, by the way, you know, if you want to say Major League, she was not a fan of Major League. But she liked Moneyball. I was like, what?
I can't say I blame her. Truth be told, I had a really hard time getting around Major League myself.
Really?
Not that it was a bad movie by any stretch. It's just one of those things that it didn't really keep my attention for long spans.
Okay.
Moneyball was constantly doing, oh, we're gonna go do this. Never mind, we're gonna go do that. And I think that's what I'm calling the new ADHD type thing, where it's like my brain's constantly moving.
You prefer more, yeah. It was definitely more fast-paced.
I require the tempo run under videos, okay?
Wash, tell them how easy it is to play first base. It's incredibly hard. However, I feel differently about this break room. Rob, Hayden, tell these guys how hard it is to play in the UALA break room. It's not. It's incredibly easy.
Let me tell you. There's a website. It's called ultimateautographs.com.
Tell your friends.
Go get in.
Tell your friends. Well, by the way, this is what I love to see. Multiple people in one break. Jill is the only person with multiple spots. She's got the first 2 spots. The queen of the North and South of the NFC. Jonathan D's nuts in NFC East. I've always wanted to say. I don't, guys.
You've wanted to say that.
Nicolette, aggregate that. Clip that all you want to. You better. If Jonathan, Nicolette, I'm looking at you because I know you're tuning in. If Jonathan D's wins this break, you have to put that on the social media. Do not care.
And I want you to tag Rob specifically.
Please do. That'll end up going on my story, and all of my 800 or so followers will end up seeing it. Robert Pratt in the NFC West. Alfredo Lisiotto. What's going on, Fredo? In the AFC North. Jacob Parcher at AFC South. T-Mac, welcome back in the AFC East. And Rick Pickett, Husker guy. I haven't seen my guy Rick in the chat for a while. Rick, baby, where you at?
Rick, hope you're doing well, big dog.
Yeah, we love Rick here. We love all you guys, but Husker, a chatty Cathy, man. I haven't seen him in the chat for a bit. So, guys, good luck to everybody. Better luck to my parlays later tonight because we just got paid. I'm trying to turn that into some more dough.
I felt that.
So, wow. Okay. So, this is definitely going to be a hidden gem. 3 boxes in this playbook. 3 hidden gems. So, we're going to have one winner. We're going to have... What was that?
He was laughing so hard, he's coughing.
Oh, God.
He broke himself.
Glad to say these aren't smoker lungs. Jesus. Okay, anyways. I'm getting so choked up over here, and there's going to be a reason why I'm saying this. We're going to have a winner from the Hidden Gems in the NFC East. Some dreams come true. Jason D's nuts are going to let him hang for Jason Sehorn on the New York Football Giants, letting him hang out all over the wins in this break. Mr. Seahorn, very, very nice hidden gem. A defensive back safety in the 2000s. Very, very cool. Awesome hidden gem. I know Alfredo Lisiotto knows all about this guy. Being the resident Giants fan, Jonathan, way to go, buddy. To be honest with you, I'm more happy that you won just because I had an excuse to say that. So, congratulations, my man.
Mr. Seahorn doing the damage. Highest amount of picks in the season, 97. He had 6 for the New York Football Giants. Played for the Giants his entire career outside of 1 year down in STL when the Rams were still down there in 2003. So very cool to get some different dudes and some different names in here, especially in those hidden gems. That's why I love them, folks. And let me tell you, we're over a 50% chance at a headliner now in that playbook series, and I saw Tristan Yanef jumping in on that next single. So
we're getting a lot of different names in here.
A lot of familiar faces, a lot of new names, a lot of old names, and let me tell you, folks, those 19 boxes in that playbook, they're starting to go.
Yeah.
The ball is rolling. We've had 3 consecutive hidden gems.
Like you said, so we should be at 10 and 19,
Yes,
I believe.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so very, very nice right there. Let's see, I also forgot. I'm going to play a little catch-up real quick. Got to write up the Fred Taylor now, this Jason Seahorn.
Here, chuck him.
Gonna,
I'll let you get to work.
Thank you. There you go, as much as I trust your catching abilities over there.
He doesn't trust me, guys. I knew it.
I do.
I'll get caught up. Don't worry about it.
I don't want to get choked up like I just did over there. Sounded like I was choking on a piece of kimchi. Okay, so that was of course Jeff French. Did I end up giving you the Jeff's ticket for the? What was the first one that he won? AFC South? Oh yeah, the Al Shahir. Yeah,
you did give me that. Actually, did you?
Yeah, it was. I remember putting that one on the box.
Yes, you did. Here, I got Seahorn.
So Freddie Taylor.
Where'd my Sharpie go? I literally just had a Sharpie 5 seconds ago.
Totally not in my hands right now.
It got up and walked away.
And it waddled away. Waddle.
And it waddled away.
Did you see that they remade a song this year for that?
They did. I did see that.
Jonathan Dees, congratulations.
Oh, you're writing that one? Okay.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, I got you.
So which one are you writing then?
The Fred Taylor and the Jason Seahorn.
Okay. I was gonna be like, I got you. I'll do both of them. Don't worry about it. But that's cool.
Let's run through the ticker tape here, guys. I'll do a quick top to bottom rundown for you folks.
I'm gonna drop the link in the chat as well. So if you guys feel the need to go ahead and jump on in, which you always should, it's a great place. Everything kind of sitting at 5, 6, and 7 across the board, but with the 13 golden tickets currently in the room and a handful of breaks that we are close to doing. I mean, we are one away on that jersey single, and that is a Mr. DeCoach, Mr. Mike Ditka, hiding out in that final single spot. So if you know any Bears fans out there, shoot him a call, shoot him a text, get in on that final single. Let's get to the new series, the multi-sport. 6 to go in that single. I'm gonna be a little sneaky turd here at UA.
Oh, that's nice.
Somebody's got to. There's a lot more baseball still left in this series, folks. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hell yeah, there is.
A lot more baseball still hiding in that series with those 4 boxes. That's all I'm allowed to say. So if you're a big baseball fan, $50 for that single doesn't sound too bad, especially with a neon Deion Sanders hiding out in that multi-sport. Do not be afraid to go ahead and go knock it down alongside a little bit of Kurt Schilling. So,
chill, baby.
Really great mixer still sitting in there, and I can tell you there's another series already ready to go right after that if we knock that out ASAP.
Yeah.
Risser says, what did you pull from the playbook today? A lot of hidden gems across the board.
Hell yeah.
Jason Seahorn. You got the Fred Taylor on here, and also Aziz El Shair. So only some hidden gems, no headliners just yet. As first jersey spot going to Maria Carell. Welcome in, Maria. Let us know how you found us here at Ultimate Autographs, depending on where you are watching us, whether that be Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Bang! Got all 5. That's gonna take some getting used to.
Got every single plug that you needed to get out there, and it's very, very important, guys. Again, feel free to feel free to let us know how you heard about us, Maria. Where did you find us? Ave Maria. Feel free to let us know. So, so who's Risser, by the way?
Risser? Oh God, you're making me think.
I don't recognize the name.
He's one of our newer friends here at Ultimate Autographs.
Awesome.
Making his name known, and I do see a cheeky little
Risser baby.
Mr. Camelucci jumping in on us as well.
Really?
Mr. Ripster hiding us on Instagram.
The Rip Through. What's going on? Go Pack Go, baby. Go Pack Go. Let's go. Rip. What's going on, baby? Man, we were in sync right there.
Yeah, that was.
We were like a couple Manning mouth breathers on that one.
I don't know how to feel about that, buddy.
Sound like Patrick Starr.
Josh Risser, that's who it was.
Josh, what's going on, Josh? Good to see you, my man. So I do want to just kind of come back around to that multi-sport because haven't given it the love and appreciation it deserves. You talked about we're right in the middle of baseball season, baby. Just about, which by the way, I got to show you some later. I don't know if I sent you the screenshot. So for those that know the lovely Jeff Passan, the leading baseball reporter of ESPN.
Josh getting it on the next double for the playbook. Bring it down to.
Thank you, Josh.
Quattro.
Dude, so
USC.
I've been in communication with Mr. Passan. We've actually exchanged a couple DMs the last few days.
You and Jeff?
Me and Jeff, because I thought I would just toss a bone out there and be like, hey, man, any White Sox rumors that you know about? So he actually got back to me and told me some Angels-related connections that there's been going on.
I've been seeing those too.
I'm like, how is it? Like, why is he telling me this out of all people? So he got back to me maybe like a day later for my stuff, and we were exchanging some stuff back and forth 2 days ago at like 11 o'clock at night. He says, LOL, I thought this was Rob Hill from the Los Angeles Dodgers. Apparently there's a pitching coach in their system named Rob Hill. So, dude, I start dying. And I'm with my dad. We're up watching a Sox game.
Yeah, of course.
And we're losing our minds, dude.
That's
yeah.
Cool.
So I end up finishing the conversation. He's like, Jeff's a hilarious man. He's a good dude. He's like, this happens all the time. He's like, my apologies. I'm like, Jeff, for the trauma you just put me thue, the least you can do is continue to fill me in on these Sox rumors. He's like, nice try, bud, but I appreciate the effort. He's like, that's not happening. So
I'm gonna want to see that. That's really cool.
I got you on that after the show. So actually, I'm not going to show that. I really don't care anymore. So again, I'll just show you. This is the I'll show you the DM from Jeff Passan here. Again, I'll put this on there just so y'all can see. Oh my God, maybe a little bit. But that's
lengthy messages.
But the LOL. Yeah, I know. I was glazing him, as the kids would say. I was trying a little too hard. But actually, at the very top of our ever conversation, I actually messaged him in 2018, and he gave me some pretty good advice when I was still in college. At the time, he was with Yahoo Sports. So, but yeah, dude, I was glazing him pretty hard, so don't hate me. You know, I will hate, though, for $50 or $100 for y'all not to get into this multi-sport mixer with what we got here for a Deion Sanders baseball. 6 spots for prime time, one of the greatest North American athletes. I know the Dodgers one took me out.
Oh, man. You had him going, too.
I know. I was just like, yes.
I think the part that said, sell is always best made me laugh the most. Because he did. I'm surprised that didn't, like, he's like, why wouldn't he just text me?
Yeah, I know. That part kind of was like, is he just making a joke? Like,
yeah, that's
because like it didn't make sense.
That's really cool, though.
So Deion Sanders on the Braves baseball, most likely in the series, actually led the league in triples for the Braves. Of course, he played a football game and in a World Series game in the same week. One of his most famous achievements that he ever accomplished, and one of my all-time favorites. Kurt Schilling, Arizona Diamondbacks, Philadelphia Phillies, and of course the Boston Red Sox. 3-time World Series champ, 01, 04, 07. He's a pretty odd guy. He loves winning in the odd years. Over 200 career victories, Hayden. Here's the craziest part, and I want to see if my memory serves me correct. He's made 19 career postseason starts. He went 11-2 with a 224 earned run average in 19 career postseason starts. And again, won co-World Series MVP with Randy Johnson. Guys, you can get in for $50. I don't care what the hell it's on. That is an absolute steal for the multi-sport, guys. As Hayden mentioned not too long ago, we are 4 spots to go. We are at midfield in that double for what we got for this playbook series. Mentioned it not too long ago. Hey, Train, I want us to bulldoze our way through the checker tape when we finish this wonderful marathon of the 12 o'clock show. We got 20 sets of eyeballs out there. I guess we could say 20 people, 40 sets of eyeballs, unless you are a certain character from the Odyssey.
Sorry, or if you're just oh my God, what's his name from Goonies? Chuck,
yeah, from the wow, what a callback.
You're just Chuck.
What was the other recent order that just
that one was for now knocking us down to 6 to go in the jerseys, but guys, we're close on a handful of things. If you're hesitant, you're like, I don't know if I want to get in. I don't know if this is gonna happen. Guys, first off, I'm gonna promise you one thing. The break will happen at some point.
Yep.
Now, I cannot guarantee it's gonna go in the next 10, 15 minutes, but it's going to happen. And usually what happens, and I'm gonna use Sunday as an example, Rob. Now, Sunday, obviously, you were returning from the great country of Mexico, and
it's a pretty damn good
Frankie
country.
and I were having a moment. And the folks at home went bananas. That shotgun series, we did 2 quads in 5 minutes. Woo! And all I can really say is I think the best quote I can have for the break room right now is, when it rains, it pours.
Yeah.
When one person gets in, another person will get in. And then another person might get 2 spots.
100%.
So if you alone get in one, another person will get into another, knock it down to 5 because they want to see that break happen at some point. So if you're hesitating and you're like, I don't know if I want to do it, I'm going to tell you, don't hesitate. This is not a time where you can stand still on the bump. Just pull the trigger, get in on these breaks, jump in with some friends, jump in with some folks in the chat. Maybe try to get a couple folks together in the chat together and figure out what we're trying to break. I know we've done that in the past where a couple folks are like, I want to go hit that double in the playbook, which, hey, folks, it's the Chase Wheelspin. As of right now, we're probably doing that Chase Wheelspin here pretty soon. So if you want to close that and get in on this show, now is a pretty darn good time.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't echo that any better. This is a real life saying for myself that I like to use towards my financial situation. Scared money don't make money. You know, if you got the angel and devil on your shoulder out there, if you got anything that catches your eye in the break room that Hayden and I have gone over today, we've gone over every single break. Again, it's not you're not going to win it if you're just sitting on your ass and you're staring at it. I like when Robbie says this. You don't want to be a window licker. You don't want to be somebody that's doing some that's doing some window shopping. Hey, window shopping is the easiest thing you can do. If you're at a car shop, or if you're at a dealership, excuse me. If you're at a car dealership.
Oh, I thought you said a card shop.
I was going to say a card shop. I was going to say a card shop. Well, something that you're pretty familiar in. Clean shaven. I just looked at the stream. Yeah, dude, I've gotten a lot. Ricky grabbed my face yesterday and said, dude, you're a baby. I'm like, thank you, bro. I appreciate that.
Ricky?
Yeah, that's what Ricky said to me yesterday. Yeah. Well, I can't grow a beard as incredible as yours or Ricky's, so I got to do what I got to do.
I've also just got mine trimmed very recently.
Oh,
so
dude, I got the... No, man, it's impressive. It's dude, it would take me years to fill in the sides. That's why I keep the mustache and the goatee. This kind of stops going off to the sides.
The first time through, it took 6 months, and I shaved it all off because I accidentally
happens to all of us.
Excellent. Got a little too close to the stove. If you catch my drift.
Oh,
singed a couple of the hairs.
All right.
So I had to get it all
finish off the rest. Yeah.
And I just said, it's fine. We'll bite the bullet here, and it grew back within 2-3 months. So.
Twice as fast as it originally did.
Yeah,
that's
so
the trick.
It's right there. Once you get it going, you just gotta, let it ride. So, folks out there, what do we want to say? Chase Wheelspin it too?
Yeah, I'll and again for the playbook, by the way, very, very possible, and I'm glad that you brought that up. Got about 10 minutes or so, guys. I'll bring it to 2:00 exactly. Again, even if you don't win anything in this next upcoming double, no matter what, you will put your name in twice for an entry. For the playbook, we're going to have 3 separate entries. We've done one double, and then we've done a single as well. Ty said my beard doesn't grow in fully, so I always just shave mine anyways. Also, not a fan of facial hair.
Hey, it's personal opinion at that point. I don't blame you in the slightest.
No, exactly. And also, if you've gone through a facial hair trend or experience, I feel like all men at some point have. And you don't like it. Again, 9 times out of 10, you feel more youthful. And what's another thing, depending on your age, I got carded when I went out to Olive Garden last night with the beautiful fiance. Dude, I did not get carded. While I had my mustache. I didn't get carded a single freaking time. The second I go, bare bones and shave it, it's like, are you sure you want a kitty cocktail, kid? Are you sure you don't want to? I'm
truth be told, I went to a concert last night.
Yes.
And, you have to get the wristband or the stamp to get a drink.
Gain entry, yeah.
The guy took one look at me. He's like, yeah, you're fine. You're fine. Yeah. I'm like, this is awesome.
Just yeah.
I love this.
The power of the beard.
I haven't been carded in over a year. Probably. People say, oh, you look 25. I'm like,
good man.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Probably. I mean, I'm close enough to it at this point, but thanks, I guess.
So moral of the story, keep the mustache, keep the beard.
Correct.
So again, playbook double, guys. 4 to go. NFC South tickets and Julio Jones. Brian Urlacher, Justin Jefferson. Mahomes, Reed, and Antonio Gates. We are anticipating for this to be bare minimum of a $4,000 combined value if you double up with these 3 signatures and these 2 items. Steve Young riding solo in the headliners. Again, guys, we have 9 hidden gems remaining. Guarantee you one of those are at least an NFC West item.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with the Tom Brady in the AFC East as well. I'd be willing to bet my bottom dollar that we have at least one AFC East hidden gem that can double up with him. Lawrence Taylor, NFC East. Again, same preface as well. there's going to be at least one NFC East item that we have in those hidden gems. I mean, we just saw the Jason Sehorn come out as a hidden gem for the NFC East. The Diamonds, 9 headliners, 22 boxes, 1 4 golden ticket item for that aforementioned NFC East division. Jordan Love and Randy Moss. If the NFC North is your division, the playbook and the diamond have got to be the ones for the doubles that you go after and you seek. Derrick Henry, my favorite lid in the room. This gorgeous, gorgeous AFC North speed flex. Nick Bosa on the rivalry. Beautiful, authentic, one of the best pass rushers in the game. James Cook, AFC East potential double up with him and Wes Welker if he is indeed a New England Patriot. Led the league 3 times in receptions, Wes Welker. Pretty cool stat about him. If Wes, with his time with the Broncos, how lucky of an SOB is he? Gets to get himself Tom Brady and Peyton Manning in his career.
All I really got to say is sometimes the luck just falls in your favor. And when you get that opportunity, you got to take full advantage. So when it's here, you run with it. And right now, you're running with it.
I'm glad that you mentioned, and again, for those that caught last night, I know that was a very significant, heavy portion of, or even referring back to Hayden and Frankie's show last Sunday. There could be big moves. There could be big things that happen at any point in time here in this break room. Again, Sunday, like he said, they instantly did 2 quads in the shotgun mixer in 5 minutes. The high roller last night, guys, if you tune back into Dom and Common show, there's probably not a 2-minute span last night where they were not breaking boxes.
No, up until about, what, 9-ish? 9:30?
Just a straight run of at least 3 hours of nonstop breaking.
That's a great night.
Again, we can have 1 or 2 people that get in flux in our 3 o'clock show that can take the break room and completely run with it. You do not want to miss back out on those spots. Again, especially if you're not planning on being here with us at 3 o'clock Central Time on all 5 of our lovely platforms. Get in and get the job done now. So, again, we got about 5 minutes or so left for what we got available in this 12 o'clock show before we do the Chase Wheel Spin. If we start to make room in this playbook, whether it's the single double or if somebody wants to get really, really frisky in the quad, which, by the way, you should, because $356 to get the Brady or the Mahomes and Reed. I mean, look, I'm just going to do some basic math. If you just get 1 quad spot, and again, the Brady for about $3,000, if that's what you're going after, divided by 356, guys, that's nearly 8.5 times the worth of the buy-in. You can literally buy out an entire quad, and if you get that Brady as one, by the way, you're winning all 4 items in the quad, right? So it makes perfect sense. $3,000, if you get that Brady alongside 3 other items, you're bare minimum making your money back with the Tom Brady. $3,000, you see it on Fanatics. They're authenticated. Again, the most reputable source that you can find. That's what they got that price at. How about this Mahomes and Reed? Hayden looked that up earlier about an hour ago in the middle of our show. About 3,500 or so. Again, same preface, 3,500 divided by 356 for a quad spot. Hayden, that's nearly 10 times the value of a buy-in for a quad spot.
Very nearly.
Even if you, again, quad spot, you buy out all 8 spots, folks. Again, it's just crazy, man. It's just crazy. You win 3 other items and make more money back just from hitting them a home.
It truly is. And when you have Tim Kelly jumping in on that next double, knocking it down to 3 in the playbook, folks. If you want to try to get an extra chance in that next double, which as things stand could very well go in the next couple minutes, now is the time to get in. You cannot hesitate. Otherwise, it gets pushed to the 3 o'clock show, which, I mean, truth be told, it'll be another rendition of the R&H. No, sorry, that doesn't sound right. The R&R/H in the corner.
Very, can't think of better initials than R&H. I do say so myself. This is exactly why you stepped in, just so we can run that corny-ass joke, guys. So again,
Indeed. So, folks, get in. Get in.
6 to go in that final single, by the way, if you are a aficionado of what we got for the jerseys as well. We got 6 final spots in the single to go, $31. For that Mike Ditka, you know what you're going to get? You're going to be looking for that NFC North spot. Again, we got 30 brand new boxes coming up around the corner for you guys in that. But kind of like Hayden said, the last thing that we want, guys, is for y'all to sit on your butts and wait an hour. If you are somebody that is in that double, which, by the way, if you don't mind, let me know. Who's in that current playbook double for what we got?
Sorry, I had to clear my throat on that one. It'll be Jill ×2, Tyler, Josh, and Tim.
Okay, so for everyone that Hayden just mentioned, if you got name dropped there, get yourself at bare minimum 1 other spot. You give yourself a heightened chance. And as soon as somebody sees this break go down to 2 or 1, again,
it's going to go in a couple minutes.
I promise you there's at least 1+ person out there that has a double spot in their card and they're waiting for it to get down to 2 or 1. Be that person to bring it down to 2 or 1 right now. And if you're one of the people that I just mentioned that Hayden talked about, that easily has got to be something that you guys got to go in for and jump in. So I'm also seeing our viewership sadly drop. We've been sitting in the low 20s for quite a while. We're now down to 12 as well. So with about 2 minutes left to go here, guys, I got to see us get a little bit more movement down to 2 or 1. If that happens, Hayden, then we'll end up getting ourselves into another double break. We'll kind of wait that one out. But for what we got so far, awesome show. For what we did, we ended up getting ourselves into 4 separate breaks. But I feel like we made a lot of progress.
Yeah, and truth be told, that's all I ever ask in the room is even if you don't think it's going to break, you go get the spot anyway because it eventually will. And you can start, got me coughing now. You want to eventually get these breaks to happen. So this is a really largely group effort. So if there is something you want in the break, whether you want the Mahomes and the Andy Reid, the Tom Brady, the Jettis, the Urlachers, because there's 2 of them, you can have them. You can have Brian Urlacher as well. You can get those golden tickets and jump in there as well. The Diamonds still absolutely juiced with 2 sick speed flexes, the Lunar Derrick Henry and the Randy Moss Winter. I think I put Winter Warrior. I meant Winter Warning, but that's okay. Shotgun Mixer. Just folks, do not hesitate. Jump on in as Christopher Reynolds with his first order here at Ultimate Autographs, getting 2 spots in the jerseys, meaning that the coach could be coming out here fairly soon.
Must be a big fan of Dick and a coach. Maybe we got another local Bears fan to join us.
That's the hope.
For those that are unaware, we stream live from a little suburb outside of Chicago called Burr Ridge, Illinois. And Burr Ridge, by the way, the tagline when you drive into the town, a very special place. A very popular place for some athletes that have lived here. A lot of former Chicago Bulls, including Michael Jordan, who got redeemed, and Fred Hoiberg, another one.
There's even one more recent.
Okay, who's Modest, really?
So, yeah, I'm gonna drop some ball now. Do you know the school down the street?
Yeah,
graduated from there.
Really?
Same with a Indy 500 driver.
Okay,
and 2 Olympians. So that's all within the last 10 years.
It really is a special place. No, we have not had any. We have not had any.
Hey,
modest.
Martha, give us a call.
I was gonna say we have not had any modest merch as of yet, but I am really looking forward to possibly Caleb Wilson.
Just got his rookie card in the other day. No, well, I got one from Steven.
Yeah,
I got one from Steven.
Smart man.
But I did get a Matas rookie card the other day, so that's on its way.
So I have not seen. Let me show me when that comes in, my friend. But again, we have not made no other orders came in for that playbook.
We're still kind of sitting pretty, but right. Oh, Rick Pickett, there you go.
Playbook double.
What's up, Rick?
What's going on?
Bringing it down to a dos.
Okay, so I'll be a little bit nice here today. And one thing you don't know about me when Fridays with hosting, I'm a stern guy. I like to put my foot down, lay down the law of the land.
You and me both.
And we got another order coming in, I can see.
Keeping an eye on it. Here comes Herm, the Bears fan.
Really?
Herm going in for that jersey.
Okay, Hermie. I was going to say, Herm's definitely a big jersey guy.
You know what? All right, I'm going to say this right now. Let's race. Is the jersey going to go? Or is it going to be that double?
¿Por qué no los dos?
We'll find out.
No los dos.
So the jersey's down to 3.
Yep.
I believe. Yep, jersey's down to 3, and that doubles down to 2. Which one's going to break first?
Again, I would love both to happen, but here's the thing. I will keep that chase wheel spin for another 3 minutes. 2:05.
Okay.
Irregardless, that is going to be closed down. Now, either way, we're going to end up doing the regular chase wheel spin for the playbook. Once we do that and hits of the show, maybe buy out that jersey, give a little extension time for the playbook to keep that alive and well. Even after the chase wheel spin and our hits of the show, when we do down our our whole rundown for the end of the show, if that double ends up breaking in the playbook, before the sign off, Hayden and I will end up doing that. You're going to see the same team running it back for 3 o'clock. Hopefully, we're able to entertain you guys for more than enough time here in the break room.
I'll have more hot takes during the 3 o'clock show.
I was going to say, you got to save some servings for the 3 o'clock show.
Only gave you maybe like a small, like 2-3 ounce steak.
An appetizer.
Nah. I give him a small steak with a couple of them.
You gave us some, a little filet mignon there.
There's one that I don't think we've covered yet, and I don't think we're going to. So
I did see a little something slide in there when you refreshed.
Yeah. Jacob Parchert knocking it down to 1 in that playbook double.
My man, JP.
JP, Kevin Hopper getting the jersey. Oh, it's going to be close.
This is a photo finish, guys. We're going to pull up a little side by side. Maybe you and I could do you and I got broadcasting experience, but I think the NASCAR one is not really in our forte, but a little auctioneer stuff. All right. We got the playbook coming along the side. It's got one to go. It's got a short lead over the red zone. The red zone is getting ready to clear out the break. We got one more for the Mike Dicko, or we're going to get that elusive double with the playbook. What's going to happen first? Who's going to enter that final chase wheel spin?
All right. Kind of sounds like hockey right now, dude.
I was going to say, oh, dude, yeah.
Hockey play-by-play on the radio. Ooh, that's brutal, man.
Oh, no, that's...
I did one.
They do
one game.
breath.
My voice was gone by the second period.
I would believe it.
And unfortunately for me, it was like 9-4 in terms of goals.
Yeah.
It was just like an absolute bloodbath for some like U16 just because there was a team that needed somebody. I'm like, hey,
at least some exciting. Yeah.
Why not?
Those are the fun ones, though. When you, yeah.
Oh my God.
You never forget your first call.
No, not hockey.
So we got 3 people here that went to Illinois Media on staff, me, Frankie, and Robbie. And I remember I got my first opportunity through them. I was calling a DePaul women's volleyball game in 2017. Okay. And again, volleyball, played it in middle school, knew the terminology, but dude, I was shaking in my boots. I was so nervous. And it was such a cool experience, man. It was actually the only game, or only sport, I should say, that my mom actually got to see me broadcast.
That's cool.
So it was actually, very, very memorable. And I remember it was like December, it was in the dead of winter, and they were driving me back. We all went together. And there's an internet radio that you can go back and like listen to it for, man. And I still have it saved.
That's cool.
Dude, it was brutal. You could hear like the nervousness in my voice. Yeah. Did you guys know that Dwayne Wade went to Richards High School in Oak Lawn? Yeah. Yeah. Oh God, where was he born in Illinois? Began with an H. Hobbins, or it's an inner city suburb. I forget the name of the city, but yeah, Dwayne Wade.
Hinsdale.
Hinsdale. Yeah. Let's see what we got here, guys. Again, please do not test my patience, guys. It's 2:05. One last spot.
In that double.
2 to go in that jersey single. All right. Again, this is the longest I'm going to stretch it out. 1 more minute. As soon as that clock hits 2:06, we're done. No more chase wheel spin stuff if that break happens. I went to Revis and Burbank. Okay. Yeah, I've heard of it. Again,
so have I.
Not familiar with the area a ton, but I have heard of that. Heard of that school. All right, guys, you see it right here. Double Up Possibilities Playbook. Again, NFC South tickets, Julio Jones, Urlacher, Jefferson, Mahomes, Reed, and Gates. Brady as well out there. 2 spots to go. Final jersey. If these don't happen now, they're going to happen in between the shows. We're happy to take 2 pre-fills into the 3 o'clock hour.
Very happy. But again, would you rather wait, 45 plus minutes or get them done in the next 5?
As soon as this, I get it done in the next 5 seconds. You don't want somebody to snipe those last spots. However, it is closed. Foot is being brought down. Again, chase wheel spin for what we've done in the playbook. Huge shout out to you guys. 24 combinations of names for the breaks that we have done. We did 2 singles and a double. For that, we're going to do 7 times around. Top spot draw, Hayden is going to get somebody some sweet UA coin back. 6 times around, it's our boy JP Jacob Parchin. Will he stay or will he go? 7 times around, and he's going to hand the ball off to New York Mets fan 88, Tom Madeira. And unlike the Mets, Tom does a lot more winning in the break room than the Mets have done on the diamond this year. Tom, buddy, that was a layup. I had to take it while I could. Tommy boy, if you're still out there, feel free to let us know what number you want to start on between 1 and 100, my friend. Hey, Train.
That's my name.
Hits of the show, buddy. What are you thinking?
Well, obviously, we have 2 great ones up here.
Yeah.
Fred Taylor and Roger Craig. But I will say this. I do appreciate that Aziz El-Shaair mini. Got to represent those linebackers when they're there, man.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely love him. But if I had to pick one, give me Roger Craig.
Roger Craig? Sounds good. I'll just, I'm going to zag while you're zigging. I'm going to have to rock the Fred Taylor. Love the color scheme of the Jags. Awesome job by you guys. So, Tommy boy, haven't heard anything right away, my friend. I'll give this about another 5 seconds. If not, fate is going to decide. Going to start on the number 1. Again, guys, please make sure to tune into the 3 o'clock edition of Ultimate Autographs. I guarantee that we're going to end up getting a pre-fill for that playbook double and that final jersey single. We'll have a brand new jersey for you guys right around the corner. Hayden and I would love to open up the show with that. And, again, close out that double because, again, you're going to kick yourself if that Mahomes or if that Brady is out of that double to start next show. So, I'm going to sprint this right around, baby. Tom Madera is going to be walking home with a nice number. It's going to look like 89.
Ooh,
89.
baby.
Ooh, 89.
Oh.
For Tom Madera. We got a buzzer
Jeanette
beater.
Lee. Jeanette. She's closed it.
She closed the double.
Yes.
Jeanette, baby, appreciate you. The buzzer beater.
So let me get that set up for you, and then I will send Tom his schmackaroos. 2, 3.
No problem at all.
Yes.
No problem at all. Good to see Jeanette back in the break room,
All
y'all.
right. So let me get this put in here, because then I also have to pull Jill's.
No, do your thing, man.
Earlier.
Do your thing. So, again, Jeanette, welcome
gotta
back in,
find
my
it
friend. Good to
first.
see you back here in the break room. So, Hayden gets that set up. Do want to just reiterate, we can do another break, guys. 2 to go in that final jersey single. If it is close while we are doing this playbook double, I will do that, and then we will have a brand new series for you guys to open up the 3 o'clock hour.
The
Playbook double, man. Hopefully, hey, Jeanette, closer magic. Hopefully it works out for her. But again, hopefully it works out for 2 different winners here.
Send it. Send it, kid.
Send it and
Let me
get it.
get this put up as well, because I'm still getting used to this.
So I'm going to need 2 numbers
There you go.
for playbook double. Numero tres.
Let's get into it, folks. Let's knock down some more stuff today.
Let's see what we got here. Let's see. Is this low? Yeah, man, this takes it. Even this baby doesn't want to crawl right away. It's gonna take.
It's gonna take
takes
time.
Yeah, it takes a little bit. There you go. That's loaded in for you guys. So Jill, twice. Tyler, Josh, Tim, Rick, Jacob, and Jeanette. Very similar to a break we had earlier where Jill was the only person that had 2 spots in a break. Let's see if it works for her this time. Just because we're already past the hour, guys, I'm going to be very, very quick with this. I will go to the wheel twice if we do not get any numbers here. Is this out of 30?
Am I not in this? Yeah, Tim, you are. Tim, you are right there. I was like, did I mess up? Nope, you're right there.
Okay, you see that in the. He said, "Perfect, let's go." Okay.
Whew! I just
was
had
gonna
my
say.
heart leap out of my chest there for a second.
Tim, any box numbers you want to call, my man? You could see them right down here, right by my
Send
stub.
Tom his 89.
You want to call those?
Where
Feel
is
free.
he? Where is he? Where is he?
If not, I'm going to go to the wheel right now. This is out of 30, correct? Playbook?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
89 smacker.
So here we go. We'll box numbers are now null and void.
All right.
Let's see what fate has decided. So Hayden, gonna go with box number 20, my man.
That's weird. I can actually see this.
I could just click it, but I like it. You could just click it before you go. Yeah.
Great.
All right, and
I'm a
then
fan.
the other one definitely makes things go quicker.
I'm hoping for lucky number 11.
Gonna get not really close, but somewhere in the ballpark. 3.
We have 4.
Yeah, 4. Okay, so 4. 420.
4. Someone call Ricky Williams.
Ho-ho, ho-ho. We're gonna blaze it one final time, guys, here in the break room before the 3 o'clock hour. Again, shout out to y'all for extending the time and going to OT on this. Again, we can go even a little further as well. Close out that final 2 spots in the Joyzy and see who wins my Ditka to close out the show. So, getting into this this playbook double, names will appear in just a second. Gonna wait for that bad boy to pop up here. There it is. Josh, baby, in the NFC North. Tyler, Matlock, NFC South. Jeanette, Closer, Magic, NFC East. Timmy in the NFC West. Jill Labovich, she's got the AFC North and the Mahomes and Reed spot in the AFC West. Rick Peyton and Jacob Partridge sandwiched in between. Playbook 4 and 20. That looks really good to me. Let's see how this feels. Let's see how this goes. Going out with a bang. And a big bang.
Bang, bang, biggity, bang, and bang.
Big bang, no theory. All right. Number 1. Or I should say box number 4 in this situation. Oh, man.
Why are you giggling over there, Rob?
Oh, man, this guy just seems to follow me wherever I go.
Well, that could be a lot of people. You got to be a little more specific than that.
So, this is it's going to be a hidden gem. No golden tickets included, by the way. We're going to take ourselves out to the West Coast for the guy that had absolutely no idea if he was in this series or not. It's going to go to the projected starting quarterback of the Arizona Cardinals on this beautiful alternate black home jerseys, Jacoby Brissett. Jacoby Brissett is going to find a new home with Tim Kelly. Shout out to you, Tim. Very, very nice.
The Super Bowl champion, the one-timer, by the way, does have a ring to his name. Started in Indy for a couple of seasons, and it's kind of bounced around the league since 2020. Miami, Cleveland, Washington, back to New England, Arizona. However, will he be the starter? I mean, odds are looking to be that way, but truth be told, who knows?
A guy that is held out with contract disputes for the most part all offseason long.
Isn't he back in training camp now? Is that what I saw?
He showed up yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I swore I read something about that.
Was training with most of the Cardinals' offensive players in the offseason, hosting people at his house.
Oh, that's cool.
So we'll see how that goes. But Jacoby Brissett, very professional backup. Hey, there's a reason why he's played for as long as he has. Also set the NFL single-game completion record last year. So got to show respect where respect is due. Now, I said we're going to go out with a bang. And by the feeling of the side and hate train, it's going to be a big bang. Not too often.
How big is your theory on this one?
My theory is that we're going to tap ourselves into a photo headliner to go out. And for this, we're going to take a nice little trip from the West Coast all the way to the East Coast. We got some closer magic in the NFC. Jeanette Lee, she's a commander of the NFC East. And not only that, she's getting herself, of course, not one, not two, but 3 golden tickets for Jeanette Lee, as we're going to close out this show, most likely with 3 beautiful golden tickets.
That's big. That's big.
Big round of applause to Tim and Jeanette. Tim, you ended up winning, buddy. Don't know if you're just listening or if you're not watching right now. Not sure which combination of the two, possibly. But you did end up winning yourself a Jacoby Brissett Hidden Gem Joyzy. So that is very, very awesome. Does it really matter if I write this up for Jeanette? Okay, figured. So congratulations, Jeanette. Unfortunately, the football does stay with us, but you do close out with some golden tickets. Did we end up closing out the jerseys at all? Any other orders? That is A-okay, my friend. So that's going to do it here for the 12 o'clock hour of Ultimate Autographs. You guys kicked some serious butt. Thank you guys so much. Did 6 electric breaks, but the party does not stop here. For everybody on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, X, Planet Mars, wherever the hell you might be tuning in from, this has been such a fun time. Always great to work with my left-hand man, Train. Hayden, buddy, any final thoughts?
Bring it for the 3 o'clock show. Let's double what we just did. Let's do 12.
I would love nothing
aim
more.
For the sky. Let's have another great show, Mr. Hill, and let's have some fun. Let's get ready for another good adventure coming up here in about 45 minutes.
3 names for you: Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid, Tom Brady. 3 names, still alive and well in that playbook. I might just be kind and courteous and run back that in the Chase Wheelspin as well. Got to tune in to find out. Hayden and I will see y'all in about 45 minutes on the dot here in the UA Live Break Room. For Hayden, this has been Rob. Thank y'all so much. Please do not talk to